Where's the intros?
What are you, some sort of Mexican?
Fire.
Welcome to the Worst Damn Crypto Show, period. I'm your host, Romanian Dan. I got with me Tap for Life 1, Hexter Morgan 369, The Famous, and Motley. And then boys.
What's up, boys?
Motley's in the house.
Yo, can I just say I love the whales meme. We're here to take over Gotham. It's one of my favorites.
Who made that one? Do we remember?
Man, maybe like Pooksy or someone, I guess. Maybe.
Or
Hexagade, maybe. You know, the standard culprits.
Yeah, Hexagade. Hexagade makes some killer memes.
I put my background. He's fucking amazing at those things. Where I hold up, I'm getting it.
And
I have the one with the bodies.
And then Morgan today with the inspiration of Robotnik for Hex Orca was on point.
Oh my god, that was
great.
The red beard. Oh my god.
Can someone pull that up real quick, please?
Better job than Jim Carrey.
Molly, you have to admit, like I wasn't the only one who thought.
Yeah,
I was
100%.
I'm the only one who had the balls.
No. I mean, like, I think subconsciously I knew it, but I was like, man, Orca's beard is wild. And then when you said Robotnik, I was like, there it is.
and
there it is.
That background with the thing he had, like his shoulders. He looked like a fucking.
That was it. He looked a little evil on Jim Rat's stream today. So his inner Robotnik came out for sure.
What did Hodldog say? He's like, he looks like the keeper of blockchains or something like that.
He the ruler of all blockchains. Watch out.
Yes, that's what it was. Ruler of all blockchains. Oh, yeah, and the Hexagade one. Oh, there you go. Famous has it behind him. That's a great meme, man. The leaving the trail of bodies, the Richard Hart bodies.
Yeah, like freaking UST today, freaking losing its peg. My God.
It's down. It's still like 18% right now or something.
Last time I saw it's like 87.
Oh, Luna's at $29.
Yeah, what? Dude, it's all dying.
Whoa, because the day changed. Yo, it's at $29.
Dude, it was literally at like $45 like 10-20 minutes ago. Like it's done. It's imploding. It's just mass panic. They're screwed.
Wow.
I heard they're dumping Bitcoin to try and get the dollar back to peg.
Yeah, I think they sold their entire position in Bitcoin, like all 42,000.
Look at that.
Wow, man. Whoever did that, man,
those old boss battles
was dying of laughter the whole time he was making it. I guarantee you the guy was making this the whole time from the beginning to the end. He's like, yo, I can't believe this is gonna.
Sonic was a tough game back in the day because because there was no save. You had to beat the whole thing or start over. Shit was no joke.
This is why it's the worst crypto show ever, by the way.
We talked about UST collapsing for like a minute, and it's just like, all right, back to Sonic. Bruh.
Well, Molly, we were saying before you came in, like the Hexagon seemed pretty chill, man. Like I don't see as much complaining as we have in the past. Like we've experienced dips before. We had a nice big pullback, but we had a pretty good run the last week. I was super pumped because I'm gonna buy more Hex.
We were all chilling in like Rags' stream earlier today, and it's just like Hex gives you that mindset where you can just rest at ease, right? Between the APY and there's going to be some like people always argue like this stuff back and forth whether Hex is correlated to Bitcoin or not. Like, trust me, if like Bitcoin goes, and I was talking about earlier, goes straight to Goblin Town, like Hex is going to go down. Like, and I mean, we saw some random sells today, whatever, but like we will go down too. But will we be as affected? Probably not. And then you have the APY to counteract it as well, and you have just a good, solid community, immutable product, Like you don't have to worry about this algorithmic bullshit stable coins like UST, and now Luna's collapsing because of it. It's just a nightmare, bro. Like it's just not worth the mental stress that 99% of the rest of crypto goes through, because it's all this third party centralized bullshit. That's not like, as if Wales was here right now, he'd be like, that ain't real crypto. And I mean,
he might be here later. He might be here later.
Yeah.
Well, everything around us is getting wrecked too. Like, I mean, there's been rug pulls galore. We were talking last week about that. You heard the Forex Shark before, Motley? That dev who does all the drip network and all that stuff.
Wait, say again.
Forex Shark. He's a developer. He does the drip network and the Animal Farm on BSC network.
I don't know anything about him.
Well, anyways, those guys. He was supposed to relaunch like a week ago. He's basically, essentially, it's a big liquidity farm, right? They lend out deposits as collateral to Binance, and they get fees. So it's like a big giant liquidity farm, and basically the whole thing was frozen a couple months ago, and it's still not back. And people have money in there, like earning daily ROI, and it's just been frozen for months. And he keeps giving relaunch dates. And so the last 3 days, he's been like, "Yeah, we'll do a thing today," and it still hasn't gone live yet.
Why would you want any part of something like that,
I don't know.
Solana, that just can be flipped a switch and shut down anytime? Like, I just don't understand it. And like, it goes back to just like, all these things seem great and amazing to your average user that's like, oh, but I'm earning all this yield. It's so quick, da 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 da. It's like, yeah, but then you have these admin keys that people can shut it down, or you have this algorithmic stable coin that they're having to buy all this Bitcoin to back. Man, look how quickly that just swung. They bought billions of dollars of Bitcoin, and then they just instantly had to sell it all to try to stabilize this, and it's still not stabilizing. It's still crashing. Everyone's capitulating. They've lost the peg. It's like, it looks like it's going to zero. There's no liquidity. I had a buddy lose a shit ton of money today that was in the Luna ecosystem, and like, bro, there's not even liquidity. People are like desperately trying to find liquidity to cash out of this shit. You couldn't cash out of it if you wanted to right now. It's bad. And like, why would you want to put that stress on yourself? It just doesn't make any sense. And this is why you see in the Hex community why like everyone's so much at peace of mind and ease, because we have a mutable code that's been battle tested for almost 3 years now that earns you trustless yield. And this is why I always stress the trustless part when I say trustless yield, because it's very important, right? Everyone else, DeFi and crypto, gives up their keys, or they have something they're giving up in relation for that yield. Hex, that's not the case. It's just an agreement between you and the code just to receive the inflation. You are the closest to the money printer. Everything else, you have to give up some serious security issues, just like Luna and UST is a prime example of that right now. Like, it's wild, man. I don't understand the rest of crypto. This space is so broken, and this just goes to show you. And this is also crazy because everything's just starting to implode, right? So it's like a cascading event. So now you have UST, Luna. They just had to dump their $1 billion+ of Bitcoin. Like, this is how you start getting sub 30K Bitcoin. If we start going below 28K, my God, who knows how low it can go? And then
real quick,
luckily,
Bitcoin did just drop below 30,000.
There you go. So they just dropped below 30,000. PulseChain is literally primed to go live this month, and it really does get to become that shining city on the hill. It's gonna be this big fucking green dildo while everything else is burning around us. It's the perfect storm. Man, it's timed it perfectly again, it looks like.
Richard's ready too. I think he's.
I know he is.
Like he's ready, man.
Bro, he's been going around the "I told you so"s today like crazy.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna do one of those videos I posted the other day. I was gonna be like, I called the Bitcoin top like a couple hours after Richard called it. We all called it.
Richard called it. I called it too.
I called
Retweet.
top like 2 days after Richard called it. So we're pretty.
Once you hit that retweet button, you're good as gold.
And we're under.
The only reason we fucking retweet you was for clout. They had that way down the line. We just get the timestamps. Like, well, no, I retweeted this shit.
I retweeted it. It's pretty much the same call.
Oh God, what's up with the chat?
Oh, it's just 30 grand right now. It's going under, up, under, up.
Oh boys,
this is
about to get ugly.
$27 Luna.
And imagine this. we started approaching like Michael's like low 20s and started approaching Michael Saylor's like first liquidate.
He's already underneath. He's already under his average purchase price.
Yeah, but now like when stuff starts actually getting called, like his first and it's nothing in the big scheme of things, but $250 million loan gets called and he has to sell more Bitcoin. And then let's say Mt. Gox actually just decides that they want to go ahead and sell part of their position and dump those coins on the market. And my goodness, it's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna be a fun summer, yo. This summer's gonna be fun.
Hey, everyone better be out there cutting lawns, getting some extra money. Start
get ready for the
scooping.
get ready for the Ethereum takeover, man. If it actually goes back down,
you could get
a very good chance of taking
flipping. Yeah, this could be the flipping opportunity, definitely.
What is the best ERC20 to hold pre-fork? That'd be Hex.
Hex.
I love how he didn't even
send us
think
up
about it. He didn't even think about it. He's like,
they send us up.
Check, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Easy one.
27. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, and how happy are all of us that we did sack however long PulseChain wasn't PulseX's, but we're still golden, man. Like I'm happy. It feels like I was just been chilling through the market waiting for all this shit to launch.
I just can't believe we're finally about to get our coins after almost 9 or 10 months now.
Solana,
yeah, it's been almost a year for PulseChain, right? Pulse was
Solana $62, guys.
Oh my God. Cardano's getting destroyed too.
It's 48 cents XRP. Oh, suck it, man. I didn't want to check MRI.
Blood everywhere.
I was gonna make the most offensive meme of their day, guys, and maybe chat can let me know if I should do it or not. I don't even know if I should say it.
Yeah, you should.
I should say it?
Yeah.
Okay, well I can't say I have to do it, but I don't know if I need permission to do it because it's really offensive. I don't think there's a line for any I'm here to cross lines.
Text it to me, I'll say it.
No, I have to draw it. Okay, well fuck that, guys. I don't know if I should say this. It's like, when with mental disabilities, right? It's horrible. It's horrible. It's a horrible. I know. So that's what I'm saying. Should I do it or not?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, you might as well.
I was gonna.
Yeah, all the heat will go back on you, so it's all good.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't care.
They ain't coming to me.
I was thinking of getting like a picture. I was thinking of doing like a picture of. With mental disabilities.
You doing the same show with them? I don't know that.
I would say like 8 smart contracts or something like that, but it could get pretty offensive.
I missed what you said, but I'm sure it was hilarious.
Well, it'd be like smart. It'd be a person with a mentally challenged person. It would say 8 smart contracts.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I've seen worse. I've seen worse.
Well, yeah, you just never know with that stuff because it's
somebody's gonna be butthurt somewhere.
Yeah, they all are.
You could post up a puppy. You could post up a picture of a puppy. Somebody's going to dislike.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. So what's up with the rest of you boys? How was the week? How's everyone's week?
I'm good, man. Coming off of a weekend bachelor.
You'll get it for sure. Where were you famous?
I was at a bachelor. Next week I have the wedding, and then after the wedding, I'm leaving. I'm leaving to go back to Europe.
Oh, nice. Where are you going in Europe?
What do you mean? I live in Europe.
I thought you were in Montreal.
I am in Montreal.
Quebec. You just go there. Is your family still there, I guess? Or you just go around?
No, my family's here.
Oh, right on. I want to go back.
Just go there and chill with my friends.
What about you, Danny boy? How was your week?
It was good, man. I got some Hedron. I'm just waiting for PulseChain pretty much.
Got some Hedron. Ooh, how much did you pick that up at? 1.3, 1.4?
1.1.
Oh,
1.16.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it was last. I think.
I wouldn't suggest picking it up. I would have told you. I would have told you to just stake and get a 10% of that for free. But it's okay.
Molly, we got to get your take on the Maximus.
What about it?
Loves it.
What do you think? What are your thoughts?
It's an awesome project. Great. I love it. Man. It's cheers. Would they lock up almost 300 million hex for 15 years? Awesome.
50.2 years. Yeah. Long time.
Yeah. So that was a lot of liquid hex that'd be on the market dump right now. So awesome job. Gave some of the smaller guys the ability to get, smaller guys, just about any. There's only a few players in the ecosystem that can muster up a stake of 150 million. So everyone got an additional 10%. You get a 4 times multiplier on Hedron at the end of it, and if you hold the MAXI at the fork, you get a copy of it over on PulseChain too. So it's a really cool token, and if you want that liquid option, you'll have it. If you have that trading itch, you can trade it because there's, as you can see now, it's selling at a premium, so you got that ARB opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would do it before the fork, but you could if you wanted to. So like it's just a really cool coin. I like it a lot.
So do you guys think the announcement of the fork, do you think the turnaround between PulseChain live to the bridge opening will still be that 18 to 20 hours?
Oh, it'll be definitely longer than a day just for the tax.
So?
Yeah, for the tax purposes. It has to have like 0 value for at least like 24 hours. Richard stated that before. So you're looking at something between like at least a 24-hour, if not 48-hour window, somewhere in there. So you'll have about a day to 2 days to play before a bridge goes up in place. And on top of that, how is he going to announce it? He's talked about doing a date range before in the past, but is he going to still give us that date range? Is he just going to launch it? Very good chance it looks like V3 is already running privately in the background. So at first we were thinking V3 might be our queue that we're about to launch soon, and it looks like he might not even release that publicly. He might just say go.
I don't mind a V3 private testnet because that's what it was going to be. Like originally V3 was only supposed to be like a couple days, right?
It would have been like a week or two, as long as there's no major issues that arose from it. But like I think Wales, I forgot, he was looking on some site where there's a way that you could see that V3 was running, but you can't actually toggle and access it. So I'm almost positive that V3 is running right now in the background. So he could just say go, guys. So buy your X now. You just say, yeah, it's live. Here's your coins. Go have fun.
Well, he can't, like, he has to know, like, everyone's been talking about the game theory if traders wanted to get in before to get those copies and dump it, right? So I don't think there's going to be too much of a heads up either.
Well, if he does gives a heads up, I think it'll just be a very short range. Like, okay, it might launch in the next 3 or 4 days, and then like,
oh my god,
and then like 24 hours later, he's just like, okay, it's live or something, you know.
So what do you guys? What's the panel think about strategies for what if you're trying to buy? Not swapping now. I don't want to talk about the swapping stuff, but people want to do that's what they do. But you think the best thing to do? Let's say I wanted to load up more Pulse, and I wasn't going to do any trading pre-bridge. Do you think the best thing to do is just buy more Hex, bridge it over, and swap it? Anyone?
Yeah.
So, couple things. So you're talking after the bridge is up?
Yeah. So I'm just for everyone, and I'm still thinking of what I want to do because I do. I wish I had a sack more for Pulse now, obviously, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's common consensus amongst the community.
Yeah. No,
so get ready for PulseChain to pump first.
Exactly. Yep. So I don't want to be doing. I'm not swapping any of my PulseX or anything. I just want to come up with a good strategy for. I guess the thing I was thinking was load up on Hex, and then once that bridge is open, I'll just bridge it over to the wrapped Hex and just swap it.
So I think eHex is definitely going to take a dip, kind of like Big Payday, because there's a lot of people that have the idea that eHex is just no longer the thing, even though it still works and Ethereum is still the premier chain. Like we discussed earlier, it still has the ability to even flip Bitcoin coming here soon. So to me, that concept is kind of funny that people find eHex may no longer have any value, even though it's a money printer on the other ecosystem. Some of our largest players have billions of dollars of Ethereum, and they think that they're just going to let those bags die. That's kind of comical to me. But I think we will see a sell-off on eHex. Even pHex, I think, is not going to pump very hard, maybe initially. So that actually could be a very good buying opportunity because of exactly what you just said, Morgan, is people are going to be using that as a tool, especially pre-bridge, and then maybe even a little bit after bridge because everyone's accumulating Hex at these low prices. And it's going to be the first thing they can swap easily over on the bridge. So even pHex might be a good buying opportunity early on. Say when the bridge comes on early on, and you can bridge over some USDC or whatever you have in the wings, bridge it over and scoop up some PulseX. My main recommendation is not to necessarily focus on what you want more of. Like for you it's like PulseChain, and I think a lot of people it's PulseChain, and that's like the basic play, right? Like everyone's gonna be like, well, I want more of this, I'm gonna go grab it regardless of the price or what's dipping. I think we can all agree that these products, like the premier assets in the Richard Heart ecosystem, are going to do very well. So why would you allocate your funds to what's pumping the hardest at that time? So my strategy is to kind of find whatever's the dipping the hardest, and that's going to be what I allocate the most percentage of my funds to as I DCA into. And then the next thing I'll allocate a slightly less percentage to, and then whatever's pumping the most, I'll still DCA, but it'll be the smallest percentage allocation, and I'll just continue to do that over a period of time. And then they'll switch as obviously some stuff pumps and the other dips, and vice versa as they start to reposition over time. But don't go there and just, I don't have enough of this, and so you just start FOMOing into that. So, but just imagine if you bought what was dipping the hardest, and then when it's turn to pump, then you can turn around and you can buy that PulseChain after PulseChain's gone on its run, and maybe it's a little bit more stagnant now, and then you can scoop it up because you were able to accumulate X amount more tokens of PulseX or PHEX during that time, or even EHEX, and then you got to take that pump and then redistribute it back into PulseChain. So don't go chasing the thing that you think you need more of. Go and allocate most of your funds to what's dipping the hardest. That's going to be your best deal. If you think all these things are going to succeed, which again, I think they obviously will. And these are all long-term holds, so why not buy what's on a discount instead of a premium?
Yeah. That's a good point. I'll probably do that, just chill for a bit. But that's just the thing I'd want to get more of, right? So I was just thinking of what assets would be worthwhile to bridge over. It's like Hex would be a good one.
Yeah, Hex is a good one. I'm still accumulating Hex. I just wired in more money today. Hex is a good one. Even bringing in fresh fiat is honestly a good thing to do. Once the bridge goes over, obviously you can bridge more funds in. I know community members that are working on an on-off ramp to PulseChain directly. How far out that is, I don't know. So that is something to look forward to in the future, where we don't even have to go through this Ethereum bridge. But for now, we're probably going to have to go through this bridge. So bringing in fresh capital I think is always going to be the move, DCA and in. But if you do want to redistribute, wait until the token you want to reallocate from is pumping, so you get more buying power out of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, the other interesting thing is if we get this central exchange.
Yeah.
Like
who's building that?
Could that be a day one thing? No, I mean the exchange that wants to list Pulse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't see why not. They have to buy on open market, which is great for our price.
Yeah.
Unless they sacrifice for it.
I don't know. Famous if you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Molly.
Do we have any word on what or speculation on what exchange it might be, or just all complete guesses?
I keep hearing crypto.com.
Crypto.com. Yeah, I love that one.
I hope it's not Coinbase, but
Coinbase I don't care either way. I mean, we'll see.
It wouldn't be that bad with Coinbase. It wouldn't be that bad, man. Bring a lot of stupid money, but it wouldn't be that bad. It has a lot of reach for the American markets, but crypto.com is just, I think it would be better, man.
What do you think would be better about it? Like, what specifically would be better?
Matt Damon?
It's just the way that I think Coinbase is more focused on the NFTs.
Matt Damon.
I think they're more focused on the NFTs, and like crypto.com was already, like, they were the first ones with the NFTs. And so like they're going to be the first one always on things. Like they were late with their whole brand. So now I think they always want to be first on things. Like they're making big moves, like marketing wise, like they're always doing the things first, no matter what the cost is. So
yeah, crypto.com's advertising.
And it's the only one that has the avatar on PulseNet, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, like they've had a bunch of Hex logos popping in and out. Someone just in chat just said
Coinbase for me, unless there's like rumors, but I think they're focusing more on their NFT platform. Right now, it's like they're about to launch it. They had like the beta. They're letting people like try it out.
Yeah,
I'll never touch it. I'm never touching Coinbase again. But like whatever.
No, we were saying last week, Motley, like with us being in Canada, some of the regulations are getting more strict here with withdrawing to private wallets.
Yeah.
And so originally they said, hey, Oh, it's brutal, man. So originally Coinbase is like any transfers over 10, or is it 1,000? Was it 1,000 famous or 10,000?
I don't know.
Whatever, some bullshit.
I haven't used Coinbase since like 2019.
This is just why I hate it. So they said anything over 1,000 when you're trying to send somewhere, regardless if it's a private or another exchange, if it's a private wallet, you got to say, well, who owns that wallet? Where's it going? And if it's to an exchange, you have to do it.
$1,000.
Yeah, like something like that. So that's
it's like the U.S. government trying to say any transaction over $600 in your banks has to be tracked. Insane.
So
the trend is disgusting right now.
2 weeks ago, because I remember talking about last week on the show, I bought some ETH for whatever I had to do with Ethereum, and I go to send it. It was like $400 or $500, and then the prompt comes up. What type of wallet is this? Like, well, I thought this was if you're sending to somebody. So it's asking me if it's a private wallet or an exchange, but it's not asking me to who it's going to unless you get to that $1,000 level. It's just too intrusive to me. That's why I don't like Coinbase. I hate, and I get they're doing what the government's telling them to do, but it's just still like, it's none of your business, man. This is the whole point of crypto. It's none of your fucking business where my money's going.
Dude, I was losing my mind. I deposited some money I had, and it was like a lot of cash, and I didn't count it beforehand. I knew it was like kind of close to the 10,000 mark. And like, if you go 10,000 or greater, they have to fill out this extra form. I forgot what it's actually called. But, and I turned in the money, and they're like, oh, it's like $10,300 or something like that. I'm like, oh, we have to fill out this form. I'm like, oh, fuck. I was like, can I just, I was literally like, can I just like take like $310 back? And they're like, no, we can't do that. I was like, what do you mean you can't do that? It's my money. They're like, but we've already accepted it. And I was just like,
but it's my money.
Yeah, but I was like, I can't ask for my money back. And I was like, and then I don't have to do the stupid form. And like, oh, if you do that, then we have to put in a flag on your account. And I was just like, really? You have to put in a flag in my account because I gave you $10,300. I'm asking for $300, $400 back, so I don't have to do this stupid form. And if I ask for that, my money back, you're gonna flag me. And they're like, yes, we have to by law. I was like, by law, that's lovely. I was like, okay, cool. And then I proceeded to sit there while we filled out this form for like 10, 15 minutes, asking my address, my phone number, all my information, wife's information because her name was on the account, where we work. I was like, all because I sent an X amount of dollars into my bank account. And I was just like, are you fucking serious? I was like, God, I hate this system. I'm literally just sitting there like trying not to be that person about to lose their mind in the bank, but I was like, I fucking hate banks. I was like, this is why I hate banks. Dude, it's so bad. I was like, it's my money. Give me my money back. If we're giving you your money back, we're gonna have to flag your account. Like I was so close to just shutting down my entire account that day, just on principle. I was fucking
like, how do we get anyone free to answer? How do we get to this world where that like the energy you're outputting into the world to receive this thing called money or currency, it's your private property. How are we at this point now where it's like, where do you want to send the stuff that is yours? It's actually yours. Where is it going?
Oh, and you earned it too. Between them inflating it to shit and then taxing you 20 ways to Sunday. Like you are in the fuck out of the money, and for them to have the audacity, like, wow, 10,000, you have a whole $10,000. Where are you sending that to, sir? Like, to have the audacity to ask that, fucking A, man. Trash. Oh, perfect timing.
What up?
What up, sir?
Well,
talking shit about banks, among other
talking
things.
about banks. You came in, his ears must have been ringing.
It's like, yes.
Hey, Wales.
Yeah,
pleasure to have you on here, man.
Oh, thank you guys for inviting me on.
We're a huge. Hey, you got me good on Twitter the other day with the. You could have just asked me. I was like, yeah, he's fucking.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't my motherfucking show. Shit, I don't just invite myself on.
It's your show now. You're here now.
It's your show.
We're talking about
banks. It's my show now. Okay.
I feel like new streamers don't realize that shit. They're like, they ask, is like, yeah, sure, I'll come on. It's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they act like it's some type of alter.
You guys, okay? Yeah.
Shit. Like, just ask, bro. We don't actually give a fuck.
Yeah, not gonna invite ourselves on.
Right.
I know, but you have to understand, like if I was new to Hex, it was you guys, right? It was Cabana Crypto. It was a shit ton of whales. I remember, like, I would pop my edibles in and listen to whale streams and watch Monday Night Football.
You're welcome.
I'm like, yeah, man. And I was just like,
How funny is that?
I don't even know if I could talk to these guys because because when I wanted to start streaming, when did I get into the community? I don't know, almost a year now, coming up on a year. But you don't want to step on toes either, right? There's so many people that do good things. That's why we're the worst crypto show. We're not going to try to do what the good guys do. We want to have a good time, bring people in, talk shit or whatever, talk about the market, how bad it is today. But it's a pleasure having you here. It's awesome, man.
Well, look, I think it's important for everybody to realize that we're just people, just like you guys. We just got here first, and many got here before me. So we're all the same, man. We're just trying to find our way out of this shithole.
It's true.
Ultimately, yeah. This is what brings us together as a community. No, I think so.
100%.
So, I think don't be shy. Cause just like, when I first streamed, man, nobody knew who the hell I was. I didn't ask anybody anything. I didn't ask for an invite. I just fucking did what I did. And that's it,
Dude, remember when the pirate was mad because you wouldn't show your face? Like,
Yeah.
I don't trust him. He doesn't show his face.
A lot of people were mad, bro. A lot of people were mad, Now they're understanding that shit now.
Yeah, there's a reason for it. Yep. All you gotta do is ask, though. It goes back to the same thing. All you gotta do is ask.
Yeah, because I ultimately saw RG in the green room. I just don't need to be recorded on camera. Like, what we're doing is serious. It's not a game. People think this shit is a game. And while we should be having fun while we do it, it's not a game. This is literally the only way out. And that's not a joke.
That's crypto's the last toolbox in there, or last tool in the toolbox, man. We give this up, game over.
Game
over.
No bullshit.
No, it's back to the drawing board. It's back to the drawing board.
No drawing board. There ain't gonna be a drawing board, brother.
Yeah, that shit's confiscated, man.
There's always one that survived. There's always one fucker that survived.
You have no idea what's been going on for the past 100 years, bro. Me and Motley are very fucking clear on what's been going on for the past 100 years. There is no out. This is the fucking last out, brother. Why you think I go so hard? You think I don't got better shit to do than be on fucking YouTube talking to you motherfuckers? I surely do. I can assure you I do. Right? But the reality is that you got to have your priorities straight. And the priority is, if we're going to fix this fucked up situation that nobody voted for, that means one thing and one thing only, and that's the sharing of information. How else a motherfucker's going to know what the hell's going on? Because I tell you, everybody knows something is wrong, but nobody knows what, who, when, where, or why, or how. Nobody knows. But yet, somehow, we all know something is off, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So this is why this shit is important. If you look at my catalog, it's a goddamn how-to of what the fuck is going on. Episode per episode. Video per video, whatever you want to call it. Shit is serious, bro. People are out here living wrecked. Living wrecked. Not getting wrecked, okay? Living wrecked. There's a huge difference in both them fucking terms. And this is the shit I think about when I come on these streams and I talk. It's not a game to me, even though I'm still having fun and talking shit and, doing what I do. But at the same time, we got to remember, everybody hasn't found Hex yet. Just us.
Yep.
We're the fortunate few. So while we over here having fun and doing what we do, we have to remember that it's our responsibility to educate people that are looking for their way out, just like we were. That's why I will never, ever respect a Furu, period. I don't give a fuck if they're a Hexican or not. You're never getting my respect because you clearly do not care about that other person's pocket, just like you care about yours. So you don't have my respect. You can't have it.
See that everywhere now. Everywhere. In crypto space where we're supposed to be where we're trying to get rid of all this shit.
Correct.
And it's just taking over.
They're trying to make it permeate. They're trying.
Yeah, really, so we'll just build better. We'll just build better.
Exactly. That's all we can do. We can't do anything else. And this is why we, right, as a community must have high standards. It's not really an option.
100%.
Yeah, it's not really an option because what happens? Well, if we end up saying it's okay to be trash like everybody else, then that's what we end up becoming. And I don't know about you guys, but getting rich does not typically equate to having trash things going on. So, just food for thought.
I still remember Wales, your stream from it's got to be months ago now when we thought we were close to PulseChain launch, and you were talking about how worried you are about some people wrecking themselves when PulseChain does launch.
Yeah, and I'm just realizing now that's just gonna be a reality. It is what it is.
Yeah, we've been talking
Tons
a
of
lot
people.
Like a lot of the stuff we're trying to tell people is like we're just literally gonna sit on our hands. Just sit on your hands. We got the coins coming. If you don't know about something, there's streams to go to, but I would seriously just sit on your hands. Just chill. Just wait. There's gonna be so much shit thrown at us already. It's like it feels like with the testnet being up over the last couple months, it feels like there's been more and more people coming to our community. You know, from the outside, Richard getting more clout, like that whale guy on Twitter coming on and poking around at hexagons. And
you guys remember my two favorite words?
I remember I already done told you.
No, I got another phrase that I used to sling around all the time. And that phrase goes as follows: no fucking choice. And we got it.
That's 3 words.
I know.
I thought you said 2. My bad.
I know. No, I did say 2. That's what's funny.
Motley's not listening.
Sorry, bro.
Motley's just there. He waiting for his next meal and shit.
I see my boy Marco down there. What's up, Marco?
You.
So yeah, Bat, what were we there?
Can you guys hear me?
Community. Yeah,
you got crazy lag, I think.
Yeah, I know. I'm changing my setup. Give me a second.
So Wales, how important do you find the community and the growth of the community and going forward? Like, do you think it's going to be harder? Do you think it'll be? What do you think?
Well, first of all, the community is probably the most important aspect.
It's everything.
Of what we got going on. And this is why I push so hard against the lames, the haters, the troublemakers, the fools, the buffoons, whoever, right, is causing a ruckus in the public sphere. I'm gonna shit on them. Why? Because it's our responsibility to make sure we are always looking good. It's not the clown's responsibility to do that, right? Because they're gonna act like a dick because that's what they're trying to do. Right? So it's on us because guess what? While we don't have to sell this because it actually literally dilutes our position, the reality is that it's on us to impart this technology upon as many people as possible that are willing to listen and need it, right? Because there are people out there that are like us and just want to do good. And we need as many of those people on our side as possible because that's how we change everything. And this is the tool to allow us to change everything. So it only makes sense, right, to take those actions or at least try to act in accordance with that reality as best as you can. Because everybody can't do the same thing. I mean, and I say it all the time, just do what you can, right? And you guys are doing this. And that's it. That's what matters, right? Nothing else matters because that's how you onboard people. I've onboarded so many people I don't even know. Just because I'm giving them relevant, useful, timeless information. No matter when you go to any of my streams, that shit you're listening to is going to be timely. Why? Because that's just what's going on. I'm always talking about a specific topic, right? It's never a specific instance. I try to wrap a topic around everything because there's so many layers of lies. You have to know them all. It's not even an option. You're not going to find success either way. You're going to be in a trap no matter what, whether it's with music, movies, sports, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be a trap because you are taking that seriously enough to waste time on it relative to something else which would actually add value to your life. Right? So it's not to talk down sports. It's to help you understand, well, what's my actual priority? Is it sports Or is it something else? Because if it is sports, then that's what it is. But you have to be clear on that. And that's my point. Because for a long time, for me, my only priority was sports. To the point that it took, I'm an extreme person. So it fucked everything else up for me. Because I didn't take school seriously. I didn't take nothing seriously. Because I was talented enough, but didn't understand that nobody gave a fuck about that. Because I just was that good that I I thought I could get away with it. But no, it ain't crypto. You can't just get away with that. They want to see the little piece of paper bullshit that don't matter. Clearly. Because here I am proving that point still, 37 years later or however long. Right? Because I don't got no degrees for all this crypto shit. But here I am educating the masses. And I'm not the only one. And this is the thing, right? That most people don't realize. Nah. I don't hear no feedback, bro.
Everything sounds fine on my end.
Yeah, I don't hear nothing.
No, because I see it muting and unmuting my mic. That's why I was like,
weird. Nah, you sound good, bro. But like that's kind of the thing, right? I've taught so many people that they now can go teach many people. And that's what Richard Hart did with many of us in a lot of ways. Because if you look across our community, we all know Bitcoin better than Bitcoiners. MAXI or not.
They're really pissing me off, by the way, these Bitcoin maxis lately.
It's on us to shut them down at this point because we run the show.
They preemptively, who was it yesterday, Motley? You and me got into it with that guy.
Right now they're gonna be quiet for a bit, so we're good.
Who?
Well, I mean, the guy yesterday who just blocks, it doesn't allow any comments. Like only people who I follow can respond.
I don't know. Nick something, just some loser.
Yeah, like
loser
they
guy.
don't even want to engage. They don't even want to talk.
They don't, bro.
He likes Bitcoin and Doge. Like if that doesn't tell you, like
hold on.
There.
But let me ask you guys a question. Why would you want to start to engage in a losing fight? Would you want to? I wouldn't.
Well, why are you starting them then?
Well, that's a good point.
Right? Like, why are you coming out here? Like, you're gonna come out. Like, the best thing about Richard is even if you don't like, you can tell these guys are pieces of shit because they won't tag them.
Yep.
But you bet your ass. Texas can get in there right away.
They're dropping them subliminal lines like it's 1992 on a rap song, right?
It's like you, and then we just jump in here. I'm like, oh man, sorry, sir, you forgot to tag Richard. Don't worry, I'll do it for you. We make sure this gets into the proper hands.
It's just fun to put their stupidity on display, right? Like so people can see like these are the people that they think they should be going to for their knowledge. And like take that one Bitcoin guy, for example, who's into Bitcoin and Doge. Like he was offended by Richard buying Rolexes, Louis Vuitton,
really?
and he even put in like the 27 million.
MAXI was offended by that.
And then on top of that, he even threw in the same tweet. Oh yeah, throwing that $27 million to charity interface is like, it's like, all right, so let's take all the vanity stuff that you don't like, but $27 million to charity is like, have you ever donated $27 million to charity? Fucking pleb? No. And $1, and it's like everything you just said is true or about it. Like what are you where did it hurt you? And then you have this other stuff, right? So then you have the guy, I forget his name, but crypto banter guy he's had Richard on his channel several times, but like look what happens when he goes on there. They censor him. They won't even let him talk about his products. Like you literally see it where the guy's like, no, Richard, don't you mention it. Don't you mention the name of your product. You have to choose something else.
I got a story in regards to that, Molly, because I remember that stream and it turned out that I've talked to 2 people that found our community because of that action.
Don't look at this. I'm going to look at it. Exactly. Anyone with a brain would.
Exactly. And I alone have found 2. Imagine how many are out there.
I've seen a couple.
From that. See, so that's 4 total. Just us 2. Right?
Yep.
And this is the thing, right? I didn't understand it at first. I used to get really pissed because
it's not about them. It's about their audience.
Exactly. Because RH is honestly just wasting his time. But then
but he's not though, because it is the audience, and it's like you said, it's the same thing. He's doing what we're trying to do, just even at a larger scale. Correct. And he goes in there and he shows like anyone with half a brain, that audience very quickly sees like the person that they've been following is not the expert in the space. And this is why so many of these guys are fearful of Richard, because their meal ticket is based on their audience coming to them for knowledge, and having someone on Richard very quickly shows their audience, anyone that has half an intellect, is going to be like, oh man, this guy actually knows what's up. I don't know why I've been following BitBoy or the guy on Crypto Banter or this Bitcoin Doge guy, and they all leave. They all leave, and they can no longer show their leverage trading links to them. They can't show them the next paid promotion they have, and they lose out on their meal ticket. And that's what they're so fearful of. But like Wales was saying, this is what it's all about. It's all about education. It's not about these guys. It's about reaching the masses and reaching out to people and saving people. And like our goal is actually altruistic. We don't require trading links. We don't require shilling them garbage. We're trying to fix this broken system. What Bitcoin should have done, the Bitcoiners should have done back in the day, but so few of them got rich enough to even be able to do it. There's a couple thousand guys that probably got rich off Bitcoin if you're lucky, probably 1,000, and they don't give a jack shit. This community I see actually giving a shit and trying to make this world a better place. I mean, look at what Wales and everyone's doing at Discord Syndicate. They're literally writing legislation to try to change this corrupt world. Like, what other community do you see doing that? Our code has been audited numerous times. Like, where do you see that? Like, Richard says all the time, like, when are they going to audit Bitcoin? Like, do you guys not understand how important it is for the space? Like, okay, yeah, we all don't like Bitcoin here, but we don't want to see that shit just have like another inflation bug and blow up. And like, you guys can't. And
like crazy,
dude,
right?
0 of them will cough up 60 grand. 0 of them. Zero. And you're talking about guys.
When you think about that, right?
Dude, you're talking about billionaires. Like, okay, I don't know if you saw it today, Wales, but UST is literally just destroyed, depegged, dying. I think I just checked it, 70 cents now. No liquidity to be found.
I saw it at 30, bro.
No, that's Luna. That's Luna crashing to like $30. So you have Luna and UST. So you have their stablecoin and their coin, and they're both just simultaneously just death spiral.
And dumping Bitcoin at the same time.
And Do Kwon, that just bought over $1 billion of Bitcoin, instantly had to turn around and sell it, trying to stop the bleeding, and just dumped $1 billion of Bitcoin, and still can't stop this shit.
Oh, that's so nice.
We got PulseChain coming. Everything's burning around us. We're gonna rise from the ashes of flame, man.
Well, look, there's a reason I talk the shit that I talk so heavy, right? I know for a fact that the things that come out of my mouth are gonna stand the test of time. I don't have to worry about the shit I say. Sure, a price prediction is gonna go wrong for every damn body. I don't give a damn about a $10 call, because guess what? Once we hit 1,000, I'm not gonna give a damn about a missed $10 call. Pretty simple. Nobody thought we were even gonna hit 10 cents when I showed up on the scene.
We're also playing a long-term game here, right?
100% a long-term game.
Bro, 1 cent was the goal. Like, the goalposts always shifted.
Exactly.
I like, Wales, let me know if this happened to you, but I think I told the boys on it once. Once I got into Hex, I started thinking about my time more, just in like normal day-to-day life. Like, what is my actual time worth? Am I going to do this? Or if I had liquid Hex sitting around, it would piss me off because I know it wasn't out working for me. Did your mindset or anything like that change when you found Hex?
Well, I think what changed for me was just the ability to focus, right? Because once you understand, all right, so let me take a step back. By the time I found Hex, I already knew that the long game was the way to play the game. Mm-hmm. Because when I was doing my trading in regular markets, I wasn't finding that much success day trading. I was finding more success on long-term position trades, doing options. And the reason for that was because I could understand the bigger picture much better and execute a trade based on that. Versus intraday, when you're trying to swim with the current, but you end up swimming against the motherfucker. And you don't even see it because you're looking at a microscopic point of view versus the whole thing, right? And you end up thinking you're going east, but you end up going west. So you're going against the current, and that's straight friction. So you're going to find failure versus success. It's very basic, right? So I had to figure out how to, stop making myself bleed, right? And I ended up realizing that was by adding time into the equation. And, I ultimately found Hex years later, and boom, the rest is history. Like, I was already looking for that Bitcoin trade because it was only in crypto. It wasn't going to be on Wall Street. I already knew that because I already had a year, a decade in working on that shit. So, I understood what was going on, that I had an edge, to so to speak. And I tell people that I work with all the time. You have an edge. Just go learn. Motherfuckers don't.
I can't stand when people don't do that.
They don't. But here's the
It
thing.
drives me nuts, man.
Why don't they?
I don't. I remember one time. I remember asking you once. Remember the other day we said like Richard must be fucking exhausted. I asked you the same thing a few months ago because you guys work your ass off trying to teach people. I'm like, fuck Wales. I can hear the exhaustion in your tweets sometimes. and that's what it was, right? It's like, so just an example. Where I work, like I'm paid more for what I know if something goes wrong, right? So I have a lot of downtime, and that's how I got into crypto. Because I was making good money, but the way Canada is and the way our money's going in the dollar and how much we're getting diluted, I still couldn't get ahead.
Yeah.
Right. But then I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm working about 14 hours a day, and I'm not really working for like maybe I work 2 out of those 14 when shit hits the fan.
Right.
But I have all this time, and that's when I got into crypto. And then like I went through a lot of the bullshit, and then I found Hex, and it was like I didn't even understand Hex when I first bought it, but I got the idea of okay, time lock up for X amount of time. But I didn't understand T-shares fully till like maybe a few weeks later. Like it was like an onion for me.
It takes time, right?
It really does. I thought, this is how stupid I am. I thought when you're on go.hex.com, when you're putting in your hex, this is how stupid you guys will laugh. You know your effective hex for your time bonus, right? And your longer pays better. I thought, I'm like, oh, it's saying, okay, let's say I was staking 25,000 hex or something. Oh, it's saying I'm getting 5,000 at the end of this. That's what I thought it was at first.
Wow. Because
I didn't understand it. But I understood enough about delayed gratification and patience. But back to your earlier point, do you guys think if you're trying that hard to teach people and be like, because you really have to learn this stuff yourself because everybody learns differently.
Yeah.
So I'm at the point now where I have this guy I'm at work with and he's sitting around all day bringing his fucking PlayStation in. I'm like, dude, he's like, well, get me to that hex, buy it for me. He said, no, I'm not buying anything for you. I'm not your financial advisor. You have to understand it. And then you can get in. I will teach it to you, but I want you to try and learn it. And I'm sitting there watching this guy, and he's got kids, and he just doesn't want to learn. And I write things down like, hey, if you had bought Hex today, this is where you'd be at. And people can't see that time horizon, you know.
Yeah,
it's like I think when you're in history class, when we were all back in school, I'm like, oh, we're gonna do the Middle Ages, and we're gonna do it in a week. But the Middle Ages actually lasted however many hundreds of years, right?
Right.
So you can't see all these little microscopic things in between, but you better know you're going to be somewhere someday, right?
It's what Wales was saying earlier. You're just not going to say it. You're just not going to save everybody. And like I had a very hard time learning this because like especially early on when I was just trying to onboard everyone, and like in the beginning it was very little success rate, right? And it was frustrating. I couldn't figure it out. I'm just like, what am I missing? And then I finally came to the realization it's like some people just have to be ready. Like if they're not ready or willing to accept the knowledge or willing to put in the work and the time, they're just going to have to wait their turn, or they might not ever be ready. But why waste your time on those people when there are people out there that want to be saved, that are hungry, that are willing to put in the work and time? Find those people. Do not waste your time on those people because it is valuable. You can try, and if they're not willing to receive that information, you just got to move on. And it sucks because you want to save everybody, but you can't. Right? Yeah, they're just not ready. They're not ready, or they might not ever be ready. So why waste more of your valuable time? That's just the name of the game. Time is valuable. We've monetized it. We found a way to break this broken system even more and replace it. And you have to get the right people on, the ones that are willing to work, the ones that are willing to learn, and the ones that want to be set free. Some people don't want to be set free.
Freedom. This is the thing I didn't understand, and this is what helped me realize that, everything Motley just said. Freedom implies responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
For sure.
And this is what scares most people. This is why they don't want it. This is why they're not ready. They want something. Look, dude wanting you to buy his fucking, like, what? Like, you want me to shake your dick too? Like, fuck, bro? Like,
yeah, man, I couldn't believe it.
No, of course not. When I said it, I almost gagged.
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with this guy? What kind of grown individual, man or woman, says, "Hey, do that for me with my money"? What?
Fuck you. How's that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's my friend, but it's like, no, I'm not fucking handling your finances. I will teach you. I will answer all of your questions, but you got to take some initiative.
Dude, and you're bringing him the best financial asset that exists today. Like you are giving him the best gift that was completely unbeknownst to him up until that time. And he said, "Can," and his response to you was like, "Can you do everything for me?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, wild, man.
You know what's
It's
crazy,
wild.
man? Let me tell you guys how I started in this game. Yo, in 2000 and fucking
clear?
Yeah, you actually
Yeah,
good,
you good, bro.
What's
Looking
up,
good.
man?
Yeah, you
How
good.
you doing? We can
Chilling,
pause.
man. I don't want to
good,
disturb
bro?
you guys. I'm just trying to
Nah,
fix up my
good.
Yo, Marco, Wales is trying to talk here, man.
You stupid.
Go play with your watches.
Man, can you do something about him? Get him out of the fucking frame. Wales, I'm sorry about that, okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, sir. Marco, you are forgiven. Thank you, sir.
I apologize. Sir.
Yo, so check this out. Back in the day, how did I motivate myself to even learn, to even want to learn to trade, right? Because when you first start, you don't know a damn thing about anything, right? So you start thinking like, damn, if I would have had this back at such point and I would have held it to this point, I would have had X. If I would have did, you start doing these little calculations in your head, right? And that's how I ended up in futures in the first place, because I was already understanding how to do these time delta, price delta calculations. Like, oh, if I would have done X and held for Y, I would have made Z, right? So in my head, I was already kind of like teaching myself this stuff to a certain extent. But you got to go through all these steps to understand that what you're ultimately trying to figure out is how to minimize those microscopic fluctuations that you're exposing yourself to day to day. Because I'm telling you guys, when I motivated myself to learn to the point that I ultimately became the person that I am today, that I'm teaching so many people all this shit. You had to be motivated by money to such an extent that you couldn't see anything else. And when I decided to go full time at this thing, it was straight futures. So the money you make in that market on a daily basis can be ridiculous. And it doesn't take a lot of money to make it. You just got to find a good trade that one day and it could change your life with $1,000. Like straight up. I've done it multiple times. But at the same time, you can have 100K, 200K and lose it all in the same day.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. And this is the shit. This is the double-edged sword of operating on a short-term basis within markets. This is why Hex is the best thing ever. You can set the time and let the market do its thing. I mean, you cannot.
Trustlessly.
I mean, yeah, with no intermediary whatsoever. So that is essentially no kind of party risk. Now, what causes every financial crisis? Counterparty risk. Mm-hmm. Period. It is not anything else. Because what's happening? Everybody is leveraging upon everybody else's books. That is what's happening. That's why everything moves in tandem. Stock market's going down. What else is going down? Bitcoin's going down.
Price doesn't matter about Bitcoin, though. Like we learned a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but that's true. Price doesn't matter. I forgot. Excuse me.
Price doesn't matter. Yeah. The worst about that price doesn't matter thing, I remember like, buy the dip. And then I jump in and said, why? God. Fuck, who cares? Price doesn't matter. And then people actually thinking I was serious. All their little, whoever came in to defend them. The Bitcoin bros.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad what's happening in the market now, right? But the thing, what's even more sadder is that we've been warning people. Hundreds of Hexicans warning folks, especially Richard Hart himself, right? For the past like 5 months in a row, like, guys, it's coming. Be prepared. Like, don't be stupid, stuff like that. I even had two buddies of mine that they're hardcore Bitcoin guys and all that stuff. And one of them I think he texted me this day, like anywhere from 50 to 70K. He's trying to leverage against himself, shorting in the past 2-3 weeks.
So he's just trying to trade. He's trying to leverage trade.
And these are people that I'm close to, right? These are people that they see the environment I'm in. They see the people I talk to, like you guys, and the stuff. It's not like I have a hidden like lifestyle, right? Like they could go on my tweets, see what I talk about, or any of these guys talk about, right?
These are people you know.
And these are people that we're close to, and they still go against the better good of themselves, and they get wrecked. And then they want to blame everybody else. Like one of my friends that did that, he's pissed off at me. Why did you stop me sooner? Why did you Bro, I'm not your father. Like, I did my best to teach you, to tell you, to warn you. Like, how many more times can I send you charts? Like, dude, it's going to this, right? Last month I put a tweet out, right?
Yo, you
Bitcoin to
stay hitting them
24
with
to
that
30K.
DA,
They're
bro.
gonna say
You
that
stay
too when it
hitting
goes
them.
up. They're gonna say, "Why didn't you tell me?"
Bro,
that's
I put
like
a
my
tweet.
buddy.
Like,
That's my buddy was like, why didn't you put a gun to my head and tell me to buy Hex at the beginning? Like, I literally brought it to him, and I was like, I told you. He's like, yeah, put a gun to my head next time. He eventually bought, but later, right?
That should be a
they
goal
all
too.
say.
Sack the PulseChain at least, so you don't have to.
Oh
put
yeah,
a
yeah.
gun to his
He
head?
sacked for
Good.
PulseChain, PulseX. He came later. He's still up fine, but like he like you always want more, right? So like he wants to be like where I'm at, and he's just like, yeah, you should have tried harder to convince me. I was like, I tried, bro. You were too busy playing League of Legends. Like I don't know what you want me to do. Put a gun to my head. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, man. Last month, man, I told my friend, this is the one that I know he's a hardcore trader. And I sat down with him. I had dinner with him. I'm like, yo, dude, I'm like, Dylan, this is what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, in May, and this is a month ago, I feel like Bitcoin's going to go from 24 to 30K. And this is when it was floating around 40 something thousand, right? He said, no, I was going to go over 50,000, 60,000. I'm telling you, it's not. Like everything that I learned from everybody I learned from, this is what my chart is showing me. It's going down. Nah, man, he went on a long, short, and he wrecked himself. You know, and he gets upset. Like,
and even then,
man.
what? Obviously, don't mess with shorts, but like even the charts and like staring at the charts every day, just trying to figure out if Bitcoin is going to go up or down. Like,
unhealthy.
Why not? Yeah, why not take the asset that gives you the peace of mind that has a beautiful system like T-shares in place that earns you 38% trustless APY? Why not do that route? That gives you so much peace of mind. Look at our community right now. And yes, we've been sideways action going down for a long time now. But look at our overall community's like health, state of mind, everything right now. Everyone's happy. Literally, crypto is imploding, burning around us.
Say that again. We're happy.
We're happy. And it's, everywhere else, there are people losing all their damn money. And we know how hard it is to earn our money in this world right now because of how broken the system is. And there are people that are seriously hurting. Our community is fine. 100% fine, carefree in the world, continuing to accumulate, no stress whatsoever, not worried about the charts. We know where we're going when it comes to just a macro view. Like, we are building what crypto is supposed to be. And like, I don't want to see people out there suffering like they are now. Like I saw someone on UST that was in that today. They lost over an entire house, a house worth some money in like 5 minutes. Over hundreds of thousands of dollars gone like that. Bro, I thought they were about, I thought that like, it's crazy, man. And you don't wish that on your worst enemy. And we have the solution, we have the better product, and it just shows in our community. Just, you can look at what the community like is feeling right now. Everyone's happy, ecstatic, waiting for PulseChain, unbothered by the world burning around them. Like, why would you not want to be in that?
This Hex continues just to do its thing, right?
It's just code. It's just code.
It ain't
just
stopping.
code in a contract that you signed with yourself. That's it. There is no middleman. There's no corruption in between you and them. You don't have to deal with all this bullshit.
I don't want to get too FOMO-y, but it's just like everything. A lot of it feels like a fucking perfect storm ready for Pulse.
It is a perfect storm.
Like, you got Wales before you and Mark before you jumped in. We were talking about all this shit that's been getting rugged around us. There's been so many exploits lately, so many hacks.
All year.
Market's fucking tanking. People with admin keys having their assets frozen for months at a time. And it's like, for the last, like, this PulseChain delay, it could have been a godsend, right? Like, we were thinking maybe October last year, then it became January, then it got pushed, right? And now it's like the Hexicans and all the streamers have continually educated people on, hey, like, this is what crypto's supposed to be. It's supposed to be you and the code, you and the chain, nobody else. This is how assets work. This is how you're supposed to, like, this is what wealth is. It's not about being rich. It's like having assets that are sustainable and providing you yield. And I think more and more people are going to get onto that. And then with a fully decentralized PulseChain coming up, like, well, it feels
we're gonna make everyone stare at that shining hill in the city, whether they like it or not. It's gonna be the only damn green candle around. Get ready.
One of the three daily candles.
You know what's gonna be funny? Everybody's gonna say you guys were lucky. You guys, you guys didn't observe it. You
Even
guys
though we
just,
only been
just
talking
bought,
about
like,
it for fucking what, 2.5 years?
Man,
heard that shit like 7 dips now.
You know how many times I told my wife 4 more weeks? Like, come on, man. Like, it's not luck, man. It's persistence. It's believing in what you invested in. It's the knowledge, the community. Like, it's not luck, man. Luck is the last thing that gets sprinkled on top of what we did.
Look at how long these streams be going. Does that look like luck to you?
Wow.
Everybody out here trying to live off fucking 10-minute videos, yo. You know how many times motherfucker tell me, please shorten up your videos? Man. Bitch, do you know anything to be asking me to be telling me what the fuck to do?
They don't have to watch
time, preparation, education, all to be ready for the right opportunity.
Yo, why did I
make your own luck?
Why did I miss Bitcoin?
You weren't ready. You weren't ready for it
in 2010. Why did I miss it? Because I didn't know a motherfucking thing.
Same.
And everything I know now, and I'm spitting on a daily basis, is shit your ass needs to know. Not hear me say, okay? Not hear me say, because I already know it. I don't gotta say anything. And this is the shit that irks me about people that they don't understand. I could disappear off like a ghost. My life is not gonna change one single bit. I already got my Hex homies. I already got my network. I don't need to do nothing. I'm set. Because people know who I am and they understand my work ethic and they know I don't play games. So I don't need to do any streams, right? I do them because it matters to me that much that I continue to do what I do best, which is provide relevant, factual, timely information. Because how else is everybody up in here figuring out what the hell is going on? It ain't magically just dropping in your lap. I play a part in that. Molly plays a part in that. Whoever streams plays a part in all of that. Because we are all painting a big picture. Right? We're all making this mosaic of what Hex is and how it plays a part in this world. All of our points of views matter because we all live in different areas of the world. And I wish people would really get that because that shit is critical. How else are we going to onboard everybody? I do not rub everybody the right way. I don't care how smart I am. I just don't. Because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but Wales, the truth rubs a lot of people the wrong way.
Exactly. So
right?
the way I relay it,
it's very true.
Yeah, the way I relay it isn't going to be the way you relay it, or the way Motley relays it, or the way Marco relays it. It's just not going to be like that. Mm-hmm. And that's why everybody has to come to the table to do whatever it is that they do to hook it up. Because there's a lot of people that wish they knew about this. And that would put in the work as they knew. But
so me dressing up like an asshole and putting on a southern accent, you think that brings value to the community?
Yeah.
I brought someone in. All it takes is one person, bro.
You're gonna hear it one day. I'm telling you. I didn't think I was onboarding people, and I found out I've onboarded communities.
Well, what else? What else? We need some funny shit going on, right? There's enough.
Exactly.
Tab. Exactly. You got on through finding Richard on BitBoy, right?
That is very much true. Yep.
And you saw one of my super chats I threw in there, right? That $500 super chat on BitBoy's stream.
I remember super chat I've ever seen anyone put out for my 3 months being in the crypto at that point, watching BitBoy,
and that shit is common.
Daily, Wendio. Never seen anything like that before.
Right. And someone like Tap who just has just straight up common sense, smart dude, was just like, well, everyone's saying this dude's a scammer. They won't let him talk about his project. Yet their community's here. They're taking over the entire chat, and they seem to be the ones with all the money and donating on someone else's stream. Like, if you can't connect the dots at that point, giving it away. Just trying to spread awareness and knowledge at their own expense of me dropping $500 on BitBoy. Like, you think I want to give BitBoy $500? Hell no. But it wasn't for BitBoy. It was for people like Tap to fucking see that shit is for real. This isn't a joke. And like, I don't mind paying that money to fucking BitBoy because it's not for him. It's to save people in his audience like Tap so they can learn about Richard. They can learn about his products and save people like that. And then they can onboard people. And it's just that butterfly effect that we've been talking about. That one person that you got in, Morgan, because you dressed up as a cowboy. And so I was like, that was some funny shit. I love it. And they start learning about what you're talking about all the time and promoting. Like, what is this Hex stuff? And they look into it. And then they onboard somebody.
It's all about the PulseChain, boys.
Yeah, Morgan, understand something, right? So people could hear, I could be somebody that's not a part of the community, right? and I could hear Wales only talk, and I'm like, damn, this guy sounds extremely knowledgeable, but he kind of a little bit aggressive for me, right? It's just not my taste. If I was a stranger, right? But they can see you and your thing is funny. I'm like, well, this is entertainment. Let me see what's about. And then I learn this crypto. I'm like, this community could be fun. It could be engaging. Everybody got a different taste, right? Like everybody got their own way to catch people outside the community. So you don't know until you try. And listen, there's a lot of people that love your entertainment. I know I do, right? I think it's funny as hell. I think it's entertainment. And I think it's great. So people should try their own thing, man. And listen, the more we do something different, the more we spread out the different types. Yeah, the different types of communities we touch.
In this instance, think about
exactly,
it,
man.
Think about it.
Real quick, I actually had someone DM me saying that they made a Quattro Cinco stake off of one of my Hotbox crypto videos.
There you go.
I miss those too, man.
What I said.
To go off topic for a second, Pat.
Shit's wild, man.
I love what Tap did today with we're all promoting these healthy lifestyles, right? And we got the
I see when he
and then my fucking boy Tap up here is going for a jog, and then he finishes his jog, and then he lights up the devil's lettuce.
Hey,
oh, bro, I smoke before and after.
That's how it works.
I literally just ran
you work out the lungs.
I smoked before and I'm smoking after right now.
See, that speaks to Wales.
I like the same thing. Right. I think it's funny that this Tap's just out there living his life and going for a nice jog and comes back and he's like, got time to hit the jazz cabbage.
Listen, man.
Everything's crashing around me. Everything's crashing around me. I got my coworkers telling me, "Hey, I saw Bitcoin's down. Are you okay?" I'm fine, man.
We're good.
I was a bitch, please. Yeah, I'm fine. I have Bitcoin.
Listen, man. Smoke a blunt and see how it affects you. Then run a mile and then smoke a blunt, see how it affects you. That shit's gonna hit you harder, and it feels really good. So, good job, man.
That's who you are.
Thank you.
That's how you do it.
Pretty good.
Opens up your lungs, man.
Wow.
Look at famous face.
Shout out to Puello down there. How's it going, man?
Blunt, whatever.
I'm doing well. I'm
blunt, man.
tweeting out the link real quick.
You're a little bit low, buddy.
Oh,
I honestly, after Wiz Khalifa, man, I was like, maybe I should just smoke papers, and I just smoke hemp papers now.
Yeah, turn your mic up a bit.
Just a little bit. Just
turn it up a bit.
More? How about now?
Is it good?
Don't be shy.
We're a bunch of loud guys here, man. You gotta be loud.
Tell us everything.
Why? I'm not loud. I'm fucking loud, bro. Trust me. If I'm not loud, that's not normal. Hello?
Hello, your shit, famous.
that mute button works too. That's the thing with these.
This shit has like a couple cancellation features and stuff like that. So I'm not.
Yeah, the Shure mics, you just gotta crank them all the way up because their gain is so fucking like you need all the gain.
All right, there's a function called the gate function. Frosty, what's up, man? There's a function that's called gate, or just hit me up after. I'll show you like which one. But if you go too loud, it's just gonna bring you down. You gotta play with the settings.
I think I could turn them up on my end.
All right, cool.
Y'all talking about
Frosty, what's up, man?
What's up, Frosty?
You're looking good, man.
Yeah, boys. No, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. You guys can hear me good, right?
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, all right, for sure.
Killing it.
Nah, it's a pleasure, bro. I see you guys streaming all the time, so it's cool. It's cool to be on here with you guys, man. Happy Monday, by the way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Is it Monday?
That's what's up.
That's what I'd be saying.
Honestly, I feel the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
that's a hectic
anymore,
thing,
man. I just don't.
Yeah, but no, I was just tweeting out the stream, putting it in the community chat and stuff for people to tune in. And, yeah, man.
Glad to have you.
I love the conversation. I've been watching the convo, man, and it's true what you guys are saying, bro. I mean, and I love the fact that I get on here and you guys are talking about Hex. That's the best part. You feel me? Like the fact that the conversation and the subject stays on task, right? So I appreciate it, man. All of you guys, honestly.
Well, how'd you get into Hex?
Bro, actually, so to the point that you guys were bringing up about how you got onboarded, I actually found out about Hex through Trevon. So It's funny because the first thing that I found was him promoting BitConnect, which I got into, and I mean it would have been very easy for me to have a bad taste in my mouth about the whole man at all. Like when I saw him drop a Hex video, I looked into it right away, and I don't even think 24 hours passed before I had already done like my due diligence, looked into Richard, looked into Hex, and I was all in, man. I was looking at the future. And then I started finding every single one of you guys little by little. So it was really cool to just kind of see the community. And that's kind of what made me stay, really, because I'm a big people person. You feel me? I have a very big kind of like a gauge for people's vibe. And when I just feel it, I feel it, man. And with you guys, bro, it's just been a really cool ride. And man, hopefully we keep it going, man. Right? Like it's very exciting to say the least. Hell yeah, exactly. You see that concept I didn't understand till later, and it's funny. I forgot who said it, but I didn't know what a t-shirt was till like a few months in myself. I honestly didn't understand what a t-shirt was till a few months in.
I didn't know. I didn't realize the daily payout and how you were paid, and I had no idea. But
yeah, it would come in little by little.
I got the idea, and then what we I mean the same thing with Richard. Who was just saying about Richard? They thought he was. Oh no, with Tap. I had the same experience, man. Like when I first saw Richard, I just read through all the bullshit, and then I was like, well, let me see what he's actually saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's funny because a lot of these people in the industry now they'll just take clips of Richard and they'll put it out of context. They're like, oh, he's always bragging about this shit. It's like, well, you got to realize the guy's doing it for a reason, right? He tells us all the time on stream, like you think he wants mentioning this shit all the time, but he's getting more and more viewers every single time. That message has to stay.
That guy's going viral, man.
Another thing too with the bragging stuff, he's the only one bragging. I don't see nobody bragging about nothing.
Well, no, he's the only one that can brag, right?
But they can brag.
Exactly.
We're gonna brag about.
And Wills not only can brag,
he be wearing this. He be sitting on the throne. Yada yada. I'm like, where's y'all thrones? Where's y'all Lambos? Where's y'all watches? That's
the difference, right, Tap? You'll see the Furu with the one watch, or you'll see the Furu with the one Lambo, and then you see Richard with the fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got it all.
But you know what's even better than that?
Marco,
it's not Richard, right? That's funny. It's not Richard, but the community could do exactly what Richard does and do the same thing, right? Can all these other people do it? No, they can't, right? You gotta have hundreds of thousands of hexagons all go right now buy Rolex if they want, easily. They choose not to, but they can. Yeah. They could buy some.
I'm staked.
Right? People could if they want. Right?
Nah, but
that's the power of this community
out here that are holding liquid hex. That they've been holding it for the fucking 2000X or whatever.
Yeah.
Plenty of people.
I got boys who haven't even staked. I have a boy with like a significant bag and he hasn't even staked. He doesn't he bro, it's annoying as fuck. Every time he hits me up, he's like, yo, bro.
Understand it.
And then I show him, I'm like, look, bro, you would have had this much more hex had you staked. It's okay. You feel me? And or really approximately, right? Because the bigger pays better bonus and whatnot. But I try to give him an idea, but it just doesn't stick. And he just feels safer with it out. And so at this point, it's a matter of preference. I think he's more of a MAXI guy, right? So I told him about MAXI. He moved on to MAXI. Right. He exposed himself there. So, little things like that.
Baby
I
steps.
think it's giving everybody options. Yeah.
And the important thing is at least he has hex, right? So
yeah,
that's the important thing. At least he's in halfway, right? Like he's there. Now he just got to figure it out, Hex will hit a certain price. He probably gonna feel the FOMO, sell a little bit, realize like, damn, I should have held it a little longer. Then he's gonna learn how to stake, and it's gonna take time. It's a waiting game. It's a game.
Yeah, but like by buying hex and not staking is like going to Ruth Chris and not getting a stake. You feel me? You got chicken. You feel me? Like you went and you got something that wasn't supposed to be. Like you weren't supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's cool that you have it, but you gotta stake it. You feel me? Ironically, double entendre there for you, but.
Bro, I'm at the point where I stake right before the day ticks over, so I start getting paid right away.
Right.
That's how much I don't like fucking waiting.
I actually took your advice on that, and I started doing that recently.
Yes, right? Because you don't want to stake in the morning, and you look, you're like, oh, there's still 12 hours left in the day.
Yeah.
I'm getting fucking yield. Fuck that shit. No, right before the clock ticks over.
Missed out on 6 hex, bro. At least.
Matter of fact, what was the payout today? I don't even check anymore.
It's like 6.7, I think.
It's at least average 6, man. I just in my head I tell myself it's 6.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
It's been 6 so long that it's 6, man.
Yep, that's pretty much how I roll too, Marco.
Yeah, Frosty looks like our own very own Michael Saylor version of Hex, man. I love it, man. Young, smooth looking,
a healthier version. Healthier, less stressed.
Health, rich as fuck, hot women.
More rich version. Yeah,
let's go. Man.
Richer, a wealthier version of.
I love it, dude.
Okay, Frosty,
Michael's got the.
Temple going. You just need a wooden hex around you, that big circle he has,
No. We need the fucking hex-shaped fireplace in this background.
Exactly. And you got to say, there is no second best.
Stay frosty, my friends. That's what it's going to say. Stay frosty, my friends.
Stay frosty.
Oh, my God.
Like 2-3 days, I've been hanging out. Like, I was literally spent the night swimming in the ocean, just came up. I was in a meeting, and then I
like the beard.
That beard does look good on you, man.
It looks good. It looks really good on you, man.
It's a mess.
It looks manly. You got the
Canadian
Chad
biker chin, man. You gotta get the Canadian biker chin, man.
What's the Canadian biker chin? I never heard of that.
Says the baby face up there. Gotta get it, bro.
What's that show, Sons of Anarchy? Then I guess everyone can relate to that.
Yeah, but who has it though? What are you talking about?
No, but him get it because he has
I gotta
the
Google
white.
this shit.
Okay.
Is it like the Jafar kind of thing you're talking about?
Just like the, the biker beard, the biker style beard. The ones that they could.
It's called Canadian beard.
Canadian biker beard.
Marco's googling that shit.
Canadian
bird by mistake.
Frosty, I think these boys on the
beard,
Ecuador situation.
What's that, brother?
How's it going on with the Ecuador and the plans and stuff? Where are we at? What do we got to do next?
Well, I got another meeting tomorrow morning with the city to come over to continue our contract negotiations. So nothing's really happened since last week, since the last time we met. So we're going to meet tomorrow morning around 10 a.m. here in Ecuador. So we'll see where we go from there.
Cool. Sweet.
So, Molly, I assume you've heard of this. Hey, Wales, have you heard about this and going on in Ecuador?
Yes, I was informed. Good stuff, Ross.
Yep.
We're working on similar efforts over here stateside.
Taking over the world one piece at a time, baby.
Yep.
One piece at
It's
a
like
time.
Risk, man. It's like Risk.
Mm-hmm.
Very good at Risk. I don't lose.
Hey, Motley, Wales, Marco, just a quick question, bro. I wanted to ask you guys, maybe for the community, and for myself as well, bro. What do you think is the best thing you can do as a local Hexican, right? Somewhere that, maybe you're the only Hexican in your community. How can you get the word around? Maybe if you're not a streamer, I know you have the traditional way of passing things out and whatnot, but like, what's the best way that you guys would suggest getting into letting people know more about Hex?
Right. When you guys want to go first, or?
Sure, I'll go first. So like for me personally, I'm usually like a billboard for the brand. So like I'll have this on, I'll have my shirt on, I'll have a hat, and people will just come up to me and they'll just like, "Yo, what is that logo?" Because it is a cool logo, right? It grabs your eye, geometric shapes, the colors, everything. And everyone's like, "Is that your brand? Is that your company?" I'm like, "No, it's a cryptocurrency, and it's just a conversation starter, right?" And that's what a lot of people have trouble in sales is they're afraid of that rejection or starting that conversation because they don't want to deal with that rejection. So like me, just the logo and the branding and everything that I wear is a conversation starter for 9 out of 10 interactions I have in a day. And I just go from there, and then just being sincere and enthusiastic when you're talking to people about this. And like I've said it numerous times, like I will tell people, it's like, this shit will change your life. Like you hate scooping Ben and Jerry's ice cream for me right now. Like invest in this shit, bro. Like you'll never have to work another day in your life again. I promise you. Like I promise you that here's my information. If you need help, I'll help set you up. Like what's in this for you? And like nothing, literally nothing. Like I just want you to not work at fucking Ben and Jerry's anymore, bro. That's it. Yeah, but sincerity, right? Like sincerity, enthusiasm, all that stuff comes across. Being sincere, people pick up on that shit. And if you just look them dead in the eyes, it's just like, look, man, I don't want you to work in this fucking dead end job for the rest of your life while your fucking dollar gets inflated to shit, while they tax it back from you nine different ways until you fucking die. And you're working at Walmart trying to be able to afford your fucking Medicaid as you're starting to die.
Exactly.
Bro. And you hit them with something like that, they're gonna fucking listen. They're gonna look into it. They're gonna hit you up. You gotta go hard.
We had Wendy's on a few weeks ago, Motley, and he made a really good point about that, about marketing and talking about like different keywords too that people can relate to. Like if you're trying to get people into PulseChain or something, you could go after like the deflationary rate, because inflation's all the big rage right now. Right? People know what inflation means. They know it's hurting them. It's hurting their purchasing power. So if you can find keywords or trigger words that help them understand what you're trying to talk about, that you can relate to them that way. Like I think Wales, I think you mentioned it sometimes about if it needs to be simple enough. If you can't explain it to someone, you don't know it well enough.
Yeah,
sure.
Right. Like you got to find a level. Like I've used the term inflation tickets for T-shirts before to try and to try and show, right? Because it's like, well, right. It's like, hey, what you're gonna do is you're gonna lock up X amount of Hex, and you're going to receive this inflation ticket.
Well, what you're actually doing, look, this is what I do, man. I really try to understand who I'm talking to first off,
Exactly.
Because I don't want to fucking give them the fucking super Whales treatment. Everybody don't need that shit.
You don't know, bro.
Everyone's got a different starting point.
Correct. Like for example, if I'm talking to some Joe Schmo that doesn't know anything financial, then I'm gonna hit cost of goods, cost of living. That's a no-brainer. Everybody and their mama understands that. Okay?
Sucks filling up at the pump right now.
It sucks doing anything right now, yo. Everywhere you go, what you hear is people complaining about the price of X, Y, Z. Period. They don't care what it is. They're complaining. People are pissed off by the price of everything right now. And here's the thing. when the price of crude petroleum is sky high, everything is sky high. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's the same thing that happened in 2007, 2008. Just to repeat now in 2022 with much more currency floating around. So it's a much bigger issue. And then what's happening on top of that is that the globe is de-dollarizing. The world is de-dollarizing, meaning that there's all those dollars offshore got to come somewhere.
Yep.
Yep.
And that means yields got to go up because they got to come here. Just the way it works. So good luck if you're holding dollar-denominated shit, because you're about to be screwed.
Yeah, I really don't think people understand that effect on
they don't.
On their living.
They don't.
And it sucks because it happens so slowly that in a way you don't feel it until it's too late.
Exactly, man. That's such a good point. Like I've been talking about inflation with people for like a year and a half. It feels like, and it's kind of like virality with Hex, right? They're like, when's
hold on. You know what I do to make it hit harder? I go like this. Remember what $20 used to buy you 10 years ago? 20 years ago? I don't talk about a year, two. Fuck all that. Because I remember when I was a kid, when I would go to the store, what I could get with $1 versus what I get with $1 now. Versus a 20 then and a 20 now and 100 then and 100 now, right? We all lived it. We all know. Ain't no fucking secret. So you hit them with that shit, bro. Nobody doesn't not understand that. Like, onboarding is easy for me because once you realize that, the only person that doesn't want to be onboarded is a person that wants to keep getting screwed over. You can't help them anyway, so you're good.
Yeah, and Carlo, you're exactly right, man. With the
it's a softball, right? I feel like that's almost like a softball live. Everybody understands when money in their pocket disappears faster than it did before. Everybody understands that.
But what if we could combine saving that money and educating a new generation at the same time? Because we're only paying $2.60 a gallon down here. You can buy a watermelon for 50 cents. What if you could save that money and educate a whole
send me some watermelons, bro.
No problem, brother. Send me your number.
Watermelons only. Watermelons only.
That's a good business right there.
What melons are you talking about, Marco? Careful.
Hey, whatever you want to say, bro.
You're talking to Frosty, so be careful.
Frosty, just turn the camera around. I'm sure you got plenty of them in the pool.
That's funny,
there's a couple here right now if you really want to see, but
that's the worst thing.
When isn't there any, bro?
Do it.
I love this guy. He wakes up, women everywhere.
But what if you could have best of both worlds? You know what I mean? That's amazing, right? So it's just a different perspective. Like, I know you guys are always talking about one-sided. I'm just trying to shine a bit of a light that not the rest of the world is operating that way right now. You know what I mean, Wales?
True.
Yeah, for sure. I
mean, that's on that, bro. I'm Colombian, man. So I literally came back a couple months ago, and last year I spent 3 months out there. And I tell people all the time, like, just living there alone was super cheap. You would eat a full meal for $7, $6.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you have it's a very, very different life, and it's very comfortable too. You know what I mean? And to be able to do that,
everything is priced in dollars.
Yeah.
Where are you from? You're Dominican, right?
Yeah, Dominican Republic. It's cheap relatively, right? But when you think about the cost of living, it's not.
Yeah.
It's cheap for us because we got the dollars. It's not
correct.
Cheap for them.
And that's the point I wanted to make too, because living over, like us going over there, yes, you definitely feel it. But as a local, I mean, and I have family over there, bro, and they tell me how much they make a month.
They don't make no money, bro.
They don't make shit, bro. I got family members, cousins, right, who work as doctors and make $1,500 a month, and they went to college, studied 8+ years, got specialties, and all this crazy stuff, bro. Their degrees, family's proud. But in reality, the money doesn't it doesn't add up. It really just doesn't add up.
Nope.
And it's hard to see, bro. And then and it's funny because we live in the States, and me personally, like, I went to college, but I didn't graduate. Honestly, I just stopped going. I tell people, I really did. I just stopped going. But I learned what I needed to learn. My point is, I don't have a degree, but I make significantly more than they do, considering the circumstances, right? And what I've done in comparison to where they've invested their time. And so that at the end of the day, though, my thing is they could have bought Hex too.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's the point. They all could have bought Hex. We all could have done it. I didn't even put a lot to get what I have today. And in reality, they could have had Hex too. You know what I mean? And so that's my point.
Just think of the opportunity
it's just about taking action.
Freaking Hex and Pulse will give people in Colombia and Latin America. It's amazing.
It's immeasurable, and this is what people don't understand, right?
Yeah.
because now we have the ability to go out here and do things. Like I'm in here in New York in my little apartment doing my thing, remotely. Just clacking away over here at this desk, doing what the fuck I know how to do, and can't nobody stop it.
Nope.
It's Frosty, what you said is very important too, right? Is because think about it. Right now, for a lot of folks around where you at right now, to buy Hex on the Ethereum network, right? It's maybe might not make sense for them, right? They want to put $500, and that could be a month or 2 months of savings for some folks over there, right? Or where this gentleman is from too, right? Like it could be like that, and the fees might eat up half of that. Can they afford half a month of wages for these folks, right?
No,
and they can't do that. But with PulseChain, they could buy $500 and pay literally a penny or less, right? Or they could buy $30 or $10 or $50, and it could add up over time, and it costs them almost free to do.
Dollar cost average in, man. Dollar cost average in.
How huge this could be for third world countries or countries similar to that type of environment, right? Like it's unbelievable, and that's why I say Rich Your Heart will help change the world, because people don't realize it's an avenue, it's a gateway drug, it's a highway for folks to come in, put small amounts to big amounts, and it will cost you almost nothing in fees, right? It's beautiful, man. It's
exactly.
You can't
beat
it.
First play.
I'm not chasing the whales.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. Look at this new. Remember that Bored Ape thing that happened 2 weeks ago, something like that. I think it was like almost $200-something million in fees, right? And they said about almost 60-70% of folks that try to buy the real estate of the Bored Apes thing, Yacht Apes thing, it failed the transaction. So a lot of people lost $2,000 all the way to $14,000 in just fees, lost just trying to get what they were trying to get. Imagine that. Imagine you telling somebody, "Yo, I lost like literally like a month worth of wages on fees. I didn't even get the thing, and I waited 3 minutes and it failed. And there's nothing you could do." Like
14,000 is a year's worth of wages here, brother.
Exactly, insane, bro. And in a few minutes they lost that shit. In a few minutes, it's outrageous. Over 200, I think it was like $200 to $300 million worth of fees spent, and half of that was just loose fucking failed shit. It was horrible, man.
It's disgusting.
Biggest scam in the world.
Garbage right now.
It's disgusting.
Trash.
Biggest scam in the world, man. It's
and it
horrible,
ain't getting
man.
better either. It's not getting better.
It's not, because what else are you gonna do, right? Then when people want to play in that town and play those things, like, come on, like, what's the point of building a metaverse and that type of real estate for that type of app, that type of game? People can't even use it. You're just literally tricking people just to buy stuff, right? You're not telling folks, hey, you can buy this, be part of the Bored Ape Club, blah blah blah. But by the way, you can't even use it because the system's gonna crash on you, fail on you, right? Like, it's sad. And what's the worst part about it is that instead of being like, you know what, guys, there's something called PulseChain. Let's do this here, and then we could carry over to PulseChain. No, they even think about making their own network, right? Like, come on, like, get out of here with that, man. Like, some of these PulseChains around, use that, right? Why don't you promote that? It's gonna save you guys, plus your users, plus everybody else around you, and it doesn't cost you anything. It's automatically copied over, right? Like, you don't need to spend hours or thousands of hours or thousands of dollars to pay the devs and all that stuff to make this for you. It's already done. Richard Hart done that with his team. Like, once you support the guy that's winning, that's actually making this easier for you guys, it's insane, man.
Because I don't like him, Marco. I don't like him. That's
it's
why.
Horrible. It's horrible, man.
Okay. I don't like Tesla either. Or
you know what trips me out? You know what trips me out when you sit here and I try to explain this. I don't know if it just don't make no sense just cause, but when you sit here and think about what you're trying to do, you're just trying to place a trade and make money. That's it.
Yep.
Simple as that, and Hex makes that, like, it gives you a shortcut to that because you're literally making money every single day based on the dollar amount you got and you put up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every single day.
God bless T-shares.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
That's right. I mean, it's kind of wild. I mean, it's almost like when I sit here and think about what the hell this is, and it sounds crazy every time I think about it and I say it out loud, but man, it's free money. I don't care who you are, what you say. This is free money because it never doesn't work.
And honestly, that's why I'm sick of looking at people posting charts every day, because it's like, just forget about the charts, stake that shit, collect your fucking T-share. Like I don't even look at the chart.
The only
like,
chart you should be refreshing is your staker app. That's
Frosty, give me a price prediction, bro. Come on. I hate that question so much.
I don't even know
God.
I don't even know what the price is for the last month, man.
No.
Like, I just the T-shares just keep printing money every day, and we drink Cuba Libre on the beach every day.
Hey, that should be a clip that.
I could care less what the price is. Like,
and that's what it should be. It's like it's remember when we started after after the PulseX or the PulseChain sack, and we had that like trading literally sideways for a month or something.
Yeah.
Right. We were down, up, down, up. Like, is this a new support? Is this a new?
It was like
resistance?
the 7 to 9 cent area.
Yeah. And then once the final dump started, we saw a lot of we were like, okay, these are the people that aren't fucking staked. Because first of all, like, you should not, guys. If anyone in chat listening, like, that is what staking is for. Literally, like, who gives a fuck about the price? I know it sucks. I know it sucks to buy the top and watch it whittle away. Like, yeah, that is tough, but staking literally saves
you from your emotions, bro.
It saves you from your emotions. And then here's the worst mistake you'll make, because my buddy's just did it. He's like, oh yeah, so one of my stakes expired.
Well, shout out, that's my boy Francisco. What's up, bro?
Right on. So the issue, coworker. A stake ends, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna roll it over." I'm like, "Why don't you just fucking stake it for longer? Why are you rolling these things over and over and over?"
Didn't need the money. Needed that assurance that he'd have access to it.
I needed the assurance that the smart contract
will be there
to mint my coins. But these are things people should think about, right? Like, if you really know what you're putting aside, like Johnny KS always says, like, it's not money you need right now, okay? Especially if you're going out for longer distances. But this is what Hex does so beautifully.
Yep.
That shit's gone. Your T-shirts are doing the work for you, trustlessly, as we've all said. Just hang out, man. Just relax.
Just chill out and let the T-shirts do their job.
Yeah. Chill out and watch Frosty post fucking pictures on Twitter.
Dude, let me put it this way. If Hex reaches $1, I'll buy fucking Ecuador.
I don't doubt you.
You know what's funny? Everybody knows.
Start your negotiations off with that. That'd be great. Tomorrow.
By the way, if you don't let me get this beach, I'll buy in this beach like in a few months.
No, I'm not just buying the beach. I'm just gonna buy the whole thing.
Sorry,
Me and Elon will be in a fucking bidding war for Ecuador.
Right? Oh, fuck is gonna get wind, bro, and he's gonna come and say, no, I need my piece too.
By the way, off topic, I love that tweet he put out the other day. He's like, if something mysterious, if I die mysteriously. I
saw that.
Yo, man,
wasn't that
today was the Twitter space. We got rugged. Someone said that, like,
yes, on Mother's Day. Yeah,
you got rugged.
Joe was going into like a bunker today because today's like the anniversary of like the Russian May 9th or something.
Oh, I heard CZ talking about that.
Yeah, and then we got rugged. The whole thing went fucking freeze, and I had to rug the space, and we could come back.
Oh, is that what that was? Is that why the space went down because of that?
No, it didn't go down. It just froze. And it was fucking whack. And then, and then we were like, okay, we're not talking about it no more. It rugged it twice.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But go look it up. Today is like some, forget about what happened with Russia. Like they won or something on May 9th in the World War II or something.
Cuba Libre. Gracias.
He just ordered a beer.
Did anything happen
teach
with
us
the
this
steak?
when we come to Ecuador.
Gracias,
Did anything happen with the steak today? That, with the whale steak.
The God whale steak? I think he unstaked
it. The steak ended, right?
Oh, was that the one for 330 million or whatever the hell it was?
Something like that. I'm not sure what he did. I didn't follow along today.
So
it was $1 billion.
Hex staked, and then like $1.2 billion in P&L in Hex term.
Yeah.
I think he's going to take that, bridge it over, and provide liquidity for both pairs. That's what I think he's going to do. But who knows?
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really have an opinion on it because I couldn't guess either way. Be nice if I could though.
You know what's one of the worst DMs I hate getting, right? Is the one
I'm send it to you right now.
Is the ones that people hit you up, right? It's like, hey man, you know, I know you and your family's having a good time, but I don't think you should post certain things because, you know, there's people out there that you know, they bought at the top and they're not feeling well right now and they're not happy, this and that. You know, my followers, the people I brought in, they you know, they look at that. It's not good luck. I laugh. I'm like, so I'm supposed to stop my life, my happiness for my family
Yes,
because you can't teach your people, right? Because you can't teach your followers to stop looking at charts and believe into the system they actually brought in. So apparently you taught them the wrong way.
Hold on,
You didn't
Marco.
teach them what
Is it
really
really
did,
to
right?
believe? Is it really to believe?
It's crazy, man.
It works every day, brother. There's nothing
Exactly.
to believe.
What's there to
It's like,
believe?
did you teach them t-shirts the right way? Did you show them
it's
how this
crazy,
works?
bro.
Did you show them the past like 7-8 dips we had? Like, did you show them any of this stuff? Did you teach them any of this? Or did you promise them the dream that we was gonna hit $1, $2 in October, November? Oh, okay.
Dude,
that's your fault.
I pride myself on my onboards when I onboard people like high 40 cents, and like they never hit me up once the dip came. Not once. Like they knew. They know what this is, they know how it works, they know what they hold, they know how to utilize it. And like I didn't have a single one of them hit me up. And like I even reached out to like a couple of them, was like, hey, you good? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, it's like you looked at like, yeah, I've seen the price, and they're like, I know it's a long-term game. Like I'm not bothered by it. I'm staked. I was just like, oh, cool, okay, did my job, appreciate it.
I just think all this bitching is a testament to the shitty education system.
That's what it is.
And you know what it is,
right? It's like,
you know what it is
oh my
too, boys.
God.
You can't make too big of a fucking deal out of it, because if you make a big deal out of the dip, they make a big deal out of the dip. Because if everybody's looking at me and I'm cool as fuck down, the price is down, whatever, 60% from all time highs, and I'm straight, you got to be straight. And on top of that, I would never do something you wouldn't do. So you probably got in because you saw make me a big investment at the top, and we're both down 60%. So it's like, why does it matter? I'm like, bro, just buy more. Like if your attitude is gonna dictate what people are gonna look at the situation.
No fun while we're dipping,
facts.
damn it.
Everybody's used to like, oh, sell your bag. And now here, like, you feel comfortable with holding it, even if you bought the top, and it's just a different vibe. But it's how it is here. It doesn't matter. We know where it's going. It's just a matter of waiting. I know that I
Are you
purchased
smiling
it
while you're saying
and I
that, bro?
staked it.
Put that away.
Hey, it's a little different, but it is
We
how it
haven't
is.
had an all-time high in whatever 8 months. XRP hasn't seen one in 4 fucking years.
Oh my god, I had a boy who was obsessed with XRP.
I bought that shit at like fucking $4.50. I ate so much shit on that fucking XRP trade. It's not even funny.
And then it's funny because I have one friend right on one side that, and my friend Francisco could talk about it. I have friends like that not him, but other friends that we talk about that have a huge bag of XRP that they swear up and down it's going to hit $1,000 sooner or later, right? And then I have another side of friends that have Cardano that they just watch that shit just go down, and something's gonna happen next month. No, new things happening next month. It's like, guys, which one of you guys are gonna lose faster, right? Like join the winning side, man. Like just come on,
False promises.
Like, switch to Hex,
Gracias.
get the copy, and then you can buy more XRP and Cardano if you want after, right? Once you get free money, like think, you don't have to like Hex. Buy any ERC20 token. PulseChain comes out, you get the copy. Go buy more Cardanos and XRPs if you want after that, right? But don't sit there holding the bag while keep it going lower and not doing anything for you. Like it's so crazy, bro, the way these guys think, man. It's sad, man.
It's the herd mentality too, right?
It's sad.
Like Cardano's biggest thing is like, we have the most TVL and we have 70% of our shit's all staked, and it's like no one cares. Your stuff's
Totally the herd mentality.
Yeah,
Honestly, just ask someone why they're buying something, and they probably won't even have an answer for you. They'll tell you it's because someone else told them about it.
Because
I don't even know why the fuck they're buying it. And I was like, that's exactly why you should get the fuck out of it.
They're just buying it to buy it. They're just buying it to buy it just because somebody else.
It makes your portfolio look a little more colorful. You got a little blue, a little this, a little that. All right, cool.
Like the fucking avatar.
It looks nice. It looks nice, but it ain't making you money because it's really red.
Got too many dogs, too orange of a portfolio.
This is how uneducated people are.
Whatever happened to that pickle shit? Didn't that shit get hacked?
Frost, I can't hear you at all.
Oh yeah, there was a pickle. Some
attack.
I know what you're talking about.
This is how fucking stupid people are, and uneducated these motherfuckers are. They fucking DM me all the time saying I live in fucking Africa. This is the fucking people you're selling shit to. Are you kidding me? If you you can't even fucking say, "Hey Siri, where the fuck is Ecuador?" And they're expecting to give them financial advice. Or like, you literally might as well talk to the concrete walking wall. Like they have no fucking clue. It's this like people are.
Those are the same people that find their facts on TikTok. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's okay.
Frosty, how's Ecuador? Great.
Oh,
what's it like in
Twitter
Africa?
feed. I'll show you how it is.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, but and people on Twitter have to stop worrying about when trolls come in the comments because they're not selling. They don't have hex. Don't worry about that.
Dude, you want to see trolls? I'll send you my DM on a daily basis, and the fucking hate that comes out from me posting shit, it's unbelievable.
Why? Like what?
Huh?
Give us an example. Like what?
Oh my!
What do they hate about?
God.
Like the
I will send you my DMs on a daily basis. I post something, I'll gain like fucking 5-10 followers. I'll post and I'll lose 15.
What?
Oh my god, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Wow.
But I don't give a shit.
Well, you can't. But this is what's so interesting about hex, and I think this is important for people to understand. Even with the big dip we had when people were always fighting and shit, it got kind of nasty. People still always gravitate towards hex. You're never gonna have people being like, "Oh, fuck this, I'm leaving hex then," except for maybe Brute, which was Molly remembers that.
And the worst part is when they sell it for shit. The worst part is when they sell it for shit that doesn't even earn you interest. They just hold it.
ENS is the new thing, guys. I'm out. I'll come back later. And then the lack layer, it's like, I'll give Hex another try. It's all about Hedron. It's all about Hedron, guys. Then you find the Hedron. They've been dumping Hedron. It's like, it's all about precious metal, guys. It's like, oh my god.
I feel bad because it's true what you're saying, right? Like, remember when the whole .eth thing everybody's claiming, and that certain individuals like, yeah, ENS is gonna be the best thing, and a month from now it's gonna be a part of like $100 and this and that, and like you said, and next month is a new thing, and next month's a new thing, and next month's a new thing, and it's like
it's exhausting.
Sometimes you can't help people, man.
And it's sick and twisted too, because I've seen them literally trying to pump the shit, and then their count is doxed, and I've seen them literally turn around as they're pumping it. You match the timelines up, and they're just selling the shit, selling the shit out of it. They're just like.
They were dumping Hedron. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Dude, first of all, I don't know, right?
You can find... Never mind.
I'll go back. But I remember
it's just sad, right? And luckily that individual has stakes down the road. But if not, they would have been selling all that Hex.
Yeah, they were sold out a long time ago. Yeah,
they would have got wrecked big time.
Hold on, man.
Big time.
Imagine
You're
doing
so lucky.
The slide from Hex into precious metals. I mean, are you fucking shitting me? From something that's completely decentralized.
Silver's got a lot of ways to
go. But hold on, to something that's completely manipulated and suppressed.
Love it.
Completely.
Well, you got to think silver's like 350% rehypothecated paper contracts to freaking physical. Like, it's insane. Man, can't imagine why the price of silver is down.
50% is like underestimation by at least 4x or more.
Exactly. You know what I mean? The rehypothecation of paper contracts to freaking physical is insane. Can't imagine why it's freaking suppressed.
And it's funny because all the silver and gold bugs have a lot of the similar ethos that we do in crypto, and it's just the superior form of it. It's just like, you gotta lug your gold bullion around. Even gold, like after a couple bricks, like you ain't going nowhere with that shit. Nowhere. Like it's getting confiscated. Your ass is getting shot for it. You ain't moving it because you're only gonna go a mile before you got a hernia. Yeah. Bro, you could carry all the wealth in the world in your head and no one would ever know, or cryptographically hidden away where no one would know. And like you could cross borders, you could escape tyrannical governments. It's everything gold bugs and silver bugs want, and just better price performance, better transferability, just everything. And they just don't understand the connection. Some of them do. Some of them make that connection. Some don't.
But what worries me about this thing is they're trying to make this a left and right issue when it's the fucking personal property issue.
Exactly.
That's what's bothering me, because now they're trying to push this right wing agenda for
just distractions.
Crypto.
Trying to get people to fucking fight with each other.
But there's a lot of stupid people out there, right?
Right, left, black, white, you name it. Anything they can do to get people just bickering at each other and not pay attention to what's going on behind the scenes.
That shit.
That's what happens for the win.
That Native American Senator Warren or whatever. Pocahontas.
350.
Pocahontas.
Like she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about, and she's spewing this bullshit out there about, and you can jump from blockchain to blockchain, and people can do this, and it's very dangerous. It's like,
but why does that happen, bro? Why does that happen? We got this.
Well, we know why. We know why. Like,
but here's the thing. This is what I want people to realize. It's one thing for us to have these kind of conversations and just be upset, because it's okay to be upset, right? Because it's foul, it's messed up, and we know what they're doing. But I think what we need to do a better job of is not just saying it's foul, is messed up, but explaining what they're doing and why it's foul and messed up. Because this sets a different tone to the conversation, right? Because it makes it not just a little serious, but it helps people understand that they're being disrespected, man.
They're being played
that's
for
the
fools.
We're all
That's the word right there.
Every day, bro. Every
And
day,
and the disrespect is serious, bro. Like they're
It's
spitting
serious,
on us.
bro.
They're spitting on the people, bro. And it's in a way that they're pretending like they're not doing
okay,
it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
And they
not-
want to
it's
give
not
you
okay.
a kickback. And that's if you even got one, right? If the
If you
government
even
even
got one,
decided to
that's
step,
right.
to step
If you were
in, which is
too much of a
unfortunate, but-
hustler on the W-2 side of things, you wasn't getting
Facts.
dick. Like, but they printing 40 trillion out the thin air and sending it to whatever the fuck they want.
They sent 13 trillion to fucking overseas. Like, what
Bro,
the
they
fuck?
trying to send 40 billion right now,
It's insane. It's retarded.
right? And this
They don't
is
even know what
happening.
And my question is, how do you value that? How do you know you need 40? Like,
You
where does
don't.
that
You
number
can
come
print it.
from?
It's
They're
not
just,
what you need.
they're
It's
just
what they
fucking. They're
want.
just. That's what I'm saying.
That's-
Like, there's
that's
no
the
way
point,
to.
right?
It ain't backed by anything.
Like, you don't
It's
gotta
frustrating.
know nothing. You don't gotta know none of this shit I know to know that this makes no damn sense. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right?
You mean Santa Claus doesn't exist, Wales?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
He does. It's Richard Hart.
Like Wales, I don't know. Wales, do you pay attention at all?
Remember that?
He's gonna make sure you get paid every night.
Right.
It's Christmas every day.
man. Every day, baby.
Facts.
Every day.
Wales, do you pay attention to the housing market at all in Canada?
Yeah,
Probably
for sure.
not, eh? Oh, in
Yeah,
Canada
for
you
sure.
do?
All
Yeah,
over.
so-
Canada.
Frosty.
Wales is everywhere, man.
No, but Wales, this was a time where I was trying to say to people like, I can't believe the houses are going up. I'm like, yeah, it's weird, eh? Nobody's
Yeah.
working, right? And they're like,
Eh?
oh, is it because I said, eh? Fuck all y'all.
Yeah,
No, you got that wasn't really long.
Right? But the point is, it's like, yeah, no one's working, right? Eh? And they go, yeah, no one is. Like, but the housing market keeps going up. Weird, isn't it? Like, yeah. Like,
Very.
oh, well, how is the market still?
Well, they were making more money than
skyrocketing?
they were
All
making
time-
more.
all
Wait,
time
they were
highs.
making more money not working than working.
Right? They totally
Well,
were.
yeah, but
There was
also the money still
15-year-olds.
goes.
I
That's
remember
crazy.
at the beginning what made me quit. I couldn't do it no more. I was so stupid.
The
I was like,
average
I can't-
house
I
price in the
can't.
GTA is about $850,000,
Oh,
Exactly.
there was a
Up
15-year-old that
25%
claimed
year
it.
over year.
Well, 15-year-old was
insane.
claiming the 2K.
A month?
Yeah.
Yo,
I was like,
imagine.
And you know why he's laughing that hard?
In my
'Cause
head, I was like,
to prevent himself from crying. 'Cause it's so
you
fucking
can't even
sad.
legally
a
work. You have to be
15-year-old
16. Like,
with
it's
some
just,
pay in my pocket
how are you
every
claiming the $2,000? And then I'm just looking at all these people. And one thing was funny. One of my friends has a restaurant, and he was like, you know, in the area that he was during a certain time of the day, there's certain type of people that go and buy a certain, like, you know, like they try and hustle him, like, yo, can I get a drumstick for this much? You know, it's like,
yeah.
you know, and then at night there's like people that come for tables, but he's like, all of a sudden they stopped asking, they started coming in. Yo, can I have lobster? Can I have steak? And we're just like, how does I can have money?
Sounds like
Then
Hex,
asked
man.
for a
Everyone's
drumstick
getting
yesterday.
Fuck
Now you
drumstick,
know
buy
what?
Hex.
Like, you guys got the stimmy, but us, it was 3 months. And then what they did, all you had to do was work 120 hours. Boom. EI. 50 weeks. Stay home.
Wow.
So people were going to jobs for 120 hours is what? 3 weeks?
I've been busy, bro.
4
You can't even
weeks?
get
Said it
people
more
to work right
accounts,
now.
man.
Well,
More
my shit
accounts.
didn't come in today. I'm a bit.
President,
Oh
baby.
yeah, I just got my new machine
like,
today,
yo, man,
bro.
Bro, buying more, man.
Man, you can't even afford the Model T,
They
bro.
got
Come
they got
on,
more expensive, bro.
come on, bro.
These little ones are for
Come
the
on,
other
get
two
the
accounts.
display
Wait, what is
screen,
that?
bro. Get the
Hold on.
display screen.
The Model T's are for my personal account. These are for the kids. I make some more,
Okay,
I make some
alright.
more sticks for the kids
All
on
right.
the side.
I don't
More
even
accounts.
do the treasure thing. I just get a machine that's just air gapped and EVM.
It's good too.
Yeah, but for the new people, they should start buying it because it's gonna get more and more expensive, and it's like, well,
That's why I bought a bunch,
I hear
man.
that they're hard to get.
$70. Why buy it?
nowadays.
Just put it in.
Yeah.
Put it in, and then
They're hard
later
to
on
get.
get it.
Also, if you're gonna buy one, you buy one from the website. The
What?
least amount
I
of
bought
hands that can
Amazon,
touch
bro.
your. No, listen to this. Because if you buy it on
Amazon.
Amazon, there's
So you have a
three.
pro
There's
code?
3 hands that touch it before you do.
Oh,
And so
bro,
you gotta
I
think
bought
about
it
it.
on
It
Amazon,
gets
bro.
shipped from place to
Bob
place.
Inc.
Shut up.
Oh,
Well,
fuck, bro.
but think about it like this: it gets shipped from place to place, and then there's more people that touch it in between
course,
you
man.
receiving it. So
course.
the least amount of people that can touch that device, the better. So if you order Ledger, it's from Ledger directly to you, as opposed to Ledger to Amazon, or from Ledger to Best Buy, then to you.
Absolutely.
Minimize
you should
that.
never buy
minimizing the risk too.
You should never buy a third party, even if you
Straight
bought it
from
from
the
Trezor.
manufacturer.
Even if you bought it from Trezor and you get that package and you see that tamper tape that comes over has been messed with, don't fucking use it.
Yep.
Better throw that shit in the garbage.
I don't play, bro. I open this shit. I turn on all my lights. I get a magnifying glass, no bullshit. And I search this shit. I look around, I look at it. I look just as people can use a heat gun if you're smart enough, I check all that shit, I make sure I don't see no smoke. If I see a smoke smudge, I send it back.
Scammers in the chat taking notes.
Yeah. you guys saw a gunner with a diamond encrusted ledger at the Met Gala?
Oh yeah?
No.
Yeah, fucking diamond encrusted ledger.
That
shit had a P on it. It was P.
Hey, he probably has XRP in there. Fuck it.
Probably does have XRP. He probably has some V friends. He probably got a couple of NFTs.
You can educate yourself and download a
No.
for free.
Those guys are smart, bro. Yeah. Trust me. He got boys definitely that have been in that shit.
Nah, yeah.
He's probably got UST right now. Probably frantically trying to plug that diamond encrusted ledger in.
Yeah, give us an update on USD. What's it doing?
He trying to plug it into a computer, don't even fit. The diamonds are blocking it.
It's 80 cents right now.
What's 80
cents? 79 cents of a dollar.
What is?
Yeah. Everything's been pumping since we started streaming.
And that's the liquidity is dog shit. So good luck getting 79 cents without hella slippage on it. Shit's all gone.
For what?
UST.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
That's that and Lana. Luna and that is the biggest scams ever. Biggest scams.
Luna is what's
the biggest scams, bro?
Like
$35 right now.
Biggest scams, man.
36.
Yeah, the market's reversing a little tiny bit. Nothing crazy. Biggest scams ever. Those two. It's unbelievable, man.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Oh yeah. Well, we're fine, boys. We're just chilling.
Oh yeah, man.
Waiting for Mayday.
I haven't felt this calm in forever, man.
Wales,
that's the beauty of it, the peace. The peace.
100%, man.
A couple of my friends hit me up the past couple of this whole week is like, "Yo, man, the market is dying, bro. What are we gonna do?" I'm like, "What are we gonna do? I'm good. I'm happy."
What are my t-shirts gonna do? What they all
like? I don't know, bro. I told you what to do a long time ago. Did you do that? No. Okay.
Axe is still here.
It's
still less than a quarter.
It's crazy, man. It's so sad. Like we've been yelling this to the sky all day, every day. Like, guys, it's happening. It's happening. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. All right, we're the crazy ones.
I didn't even notice. I've been so busy just preaching, saying like telling people how to prepare themselves. Like, okay, look, man, I'm focusing more on what matters to me, like the people putting time in to the community. Like, fuck this, like trading. In my opinion, like
Bro, I'm gonna be real.
It would have been a wonderful
from a trading
from
background.
that fake pump at 48. You could have kept the perpetual, and you know what I mean. Like, there's always something to do. You could always sell fucking potatoes and make millions. Yeah. So like, at the end of the day, it's just like the focus that this community has. That's what makes you want to devote your time. Well, for myself personally, like what makes me want to devote my time when I could technically be doing other things. It's just that it's gonna be so worth it. Because we're actually going to we have the potential to make such a big difference, like Whale says, and like we all think. So like that for me, that's how it is, man. It's fucking relaxed, bro. I'm relaxed. I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, I'm not even going, shit, I need to get money.
And the product breeds that too in the community too, right? Like you're stuck. We're stuck here.
So what's step number one to understand?
You make it sound so good, Morgan.
We're stuck.
You're stuck, bro. You're stuck.
Yelling from nowhere. You're stuck. Well, you want to eat? Yes, do it.
No, the truth ending. If you're gonna lie, go ahead. It's facts.
Like,
exactly.
for anyone new,
go ahead, bro. Go ahead and lie. I dare you.
It's like a business. You know what I mean? For me, it's like a business. Why would I buy a business and then just fucking sell it right away? It's like,
but it's
that's
also
you're getting paid every day, man. People don't
exactly,
understand
but that's why I try to tell people it's not an investment. Like you're investing when, like, I understand it is a form of investment, a business, but like when I say like it's not an investment, how you make money off of it.
Yeah, it's not like
you gotta leverage it or you gotta sell it.
That's what you gotta say. You gotta tell people it's not like you're buying a stock, right?
Yeah,
because that's what people think. They think this shit is like a stock market. They don't understand that that's the foolish thing to think.
100%.
Right? Like, think about it. What are you actually doing when you buying cryptocurrency? Assuming you're actually buying cryptocurrency. What you're doing is you're actually buying software. Period. You're not doing anything else. And people don't want to understand that. And that's the difference between us and the rest. Simply put.
So Wales, why do you think that that what you just said can't translate to like the Bitcoin Maxi?
Because they want to think it's some Wall Street funky shit, bro. They living on TV. They living in some alternate reality that ain't theirs. You know what I'm saying? They think they're gonna be walking around in these dapper monkey suits and shit. You know what I mean? On some fake
I know,
shit.
but this is where I get confused because let me know
different
if I'm wrong.
breed of crypto people.
Would you
in
say
the metaverse.
would you agree that Bitcoin is still better than fiat? Wills?
Not really. That's the
Not
funny
really?
thing.
Well,
Not
listen,
really. Think about it.
when the S&P 500 dips like crazy, right? Like Bitcoin was the safe haven like for a long time.
Not anymore, yeah.
Not no more. So it's like, is it really better than the dollar at this moment? Like,
Not really.
at this moment, no, it's not. Like, it's just doing terrible, man. Like,
Well, at this moment, but we think longer terms, right?
of course, maybe longer. You know, when we cover
Yeah,
this, and they, Bitcoin has to do the major reset, right? It has to just finish up the cycle, dump like hell, hit the bottom, shake up these hands that these you know, these young degens, all this stuff, get them out. You know, start fresh again. Don't fall for the bullshit with Wall Street anymore. Keep the establishment out. Like, stay to what your goal was to the beginning, and Bitcoin will do fine again, right? But these guys got tricked left and right with the Trojan horse. They got like 10 Trojan horse hitting them at once, and they're like, "Yeah, we're going to open our gates. Come in, guys. Come in. Take care of us. We want to hit that 100K," and they got obliterated. Like, they don't understand. Like, they got destroyed.
It's market
from within.
tuition.
It's so
It's
bad,
market
bro.
tuition. They're gonna learn by losing, and that's okay too. I think we all did a
So
little bit
bad,
of it,
bro.
but we want to. You could avoid it, but at the end of the day, some people don't. They don't learn that way, and
They
that's just
lost
the fact.
once
Some
they
people
let
like getting
Wall
hurt.
Street in. Once
You
you let
know,
Wall
that's
Street
the
in,
only
you
way
lost.
that things stick in.
I just can't see the difference between they go from what Wales said, where you look at you're investing in software, right? Essentially, at the end of the day, and that's what Bitcoin started out as, but it's just getting better and better over time, like the evolution of crypto.
Yeah, but
Right, from where Bitcoin started to where Hex is now, I don't know why these people can't figure it out. And it's fucking.
Well, you got to realize it's because they don't understand that it's software. They're sold this false narrative that it's a stock market.
Spin the watches. The only way I can spin the watches, I just flip the shit upside down.
Okay, can you guys, if
There
you
you go.
don't see
That's
my
the
eyes,
quickest
you'll
wine.
get a. You guys see that? If you don't see my eyes, they'll come in. They make about a couple million of these a year. This is the five.
Make a couple million a year. It's so rare.
Really, hard to get now.
I can't wait to receive the one from Hex Toys. That one looks pretty cool. I bought one. I can't wait.
Oh,
man.
you got one of those?
Oh, hell yeah, dude!
Yeah.
I got one. That's a collector, bro.
I
did too.
Yeah, I'm a flex
That's
that
a
shit.
collector, man.
Like,
I can't wait to be like, hey,
it's a
what's
statement piece. It's just fresh. I like it a lot. Like, people
Yeah.
are gonna ask me about it, and they're gonna think
Yeah.
it's Richard. I don't know,
Now,
but I'm
now
gonna be
be
like,
careful.
no, it's not.
I was about to
It's
say, be careful though, because that's
Yeah,
that's all you want is like someone just thinks
Well, I
it's a
live in
Richard and
Miami,
they,
so like everybody here
and they get
has
robbed
one,
for it.
so-
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
next
but
year they wanna
people
cut
get
your
robbed for
arm
that
off.
shit in Miami too.
Yeah, they want to cut your hand off. But wait, it's just a Hex watch. Don't do it.
People in Miami
It's
know
a
it.
I practice the Second Amendment, so it's all good. If they want to catch us, they can, so.
See,
You know,
I do
so-
too. But the problem is, if you're the target and you got a bad individual, like you don't get to say when. Like they say when, right? Like
No, it's true. But the thing is, I live in a state where where a lot of people do too, and I feel a lot safer knowing that people know that the gentleman in front of you, the woman in front of you, may or may not be holding a piece. And so, honestly, you know, we're touching a sensitive
I'm a Florida
subject, but
boy
I'm gonna be
too.
honest.
I agree.
You know, like it's just the way it is. Like you don't just go somewhere and and just do something here, like in Florida. You know, you think twice about it. And there's people who do, but it happens, I feel like, less often than in places where, you're not allowed to carry, at least concealed, stuff like that. So, yeah, this is the reality of where I live. That's why I guess I feel a little bit more comfortable saying it.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I can't wait for that watch. It's gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, me too. I'm not thinking
Can't
about
wait.
anybody taking it though. I'll tell you that much.
I'm gonna sleep with that shit.
I might focus just on wearing it and meeting people and shit.
You gotta make a
First
video,
real watch.
Marco. As soon as that comes out, you gotta make a video for Richard.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Wife's gonna be like, what are you doing? I'm like, waiting for dinner. Let's go.
Oh, you got that
Waiting for
McLaren
PulseChain, waiting
RM?
for
I got that
PulseChain.
Hex Toys RM.
They know not in NYC. They don't think twice.
So what boys on here would make this trip down to Ecuador? Who can make it down there in November?
November. So far, I look like green light. So far, looking
Really?
good.
Bring it down. Come on down,
So
boys.
far, looking good.
Famous.
I told my wife last
November for
like 2
what
weeks
process?
ago.
I'm gonna do it. Fuck it.
Wales.
No say.
Oh, I don't know, bro. I'm working on shit over here. I can't commit to nothing
Yeah,
like
true.
that. Yeah, and I'm trying to fucking like destabilize the system. I ain't got time to be playing games, so I'll chill when I can. But I'm seriously putting in work.
Yeah, I get it.
I'll smack some melons for you, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. Whoever can go needs to go though, right?
Well, we were thinking of
that's the
streaming
point.
down there. We were thinking of streaming down there.
We're
But
gonna
hear-
stream
hear-
down
on
here.
the
We're
beach.
gonna stream down here.
But
You're
hear me
going
out.
to.
This is the point. The people that can go should go,
Right.
right? Because that's the point. Everybody do what they can within their power. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
My game is different than everybody else's. That's all. Once I'm done, I don't matter no more.
Me too.
Right.
I hear
Right.
that. Amen,
Yeah.
brother.
That's it.
But the
you know,
point, the
once-
point being, we all have to play the game. We're all
That's
playing
it.
The game.
we all have
I'm
to
just
play our
I'm
part.
adding my little piece of the puzzle, like
Correct.
Wales and freaking Famous and freaking
That's it.
Motley and everybody. We're all this little tiny piece of the puzzle, and we all make a whole.
That's
man,
right.
You know what I mean? We'll all make a whole.
Amen.
That's why every other community,
to start
no other
somewhere,
community
man.
will compare. Like I don't think this community is insane. It keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You could I'm pretty sure you could go on every night and find somebody from Hex streaming.
Yeah, at this point you could.
100%.
And in Spanish.
Or
That's
yeah,
Spanish
or,
getting there.
yeah, it's Spanish. Or someone who's posted a video, like a pre-made video.
Dude, we have more streamers than the entire crypto space. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, for sure we do.
It's wild, bro.
Man, look,
It's
there's
just
9 people right here
just
right
starting.
now.
Yep.
How many people?
Just
Oh,
getting
9.
started.
We literally give them any opportunity to have help. They need help. Let's go.
Because if you're doing well and it's working, you want other people to do well, right? Especially with something with Hex. Like I want people. Like I couldn't show. I got I think about 9 people at work in Hex now, except for that one fucking idiot I told you guys about. that just will do it for me. I don't want to do it. I can't do it.
But if you
Yeah,
think of
well,
how the
my
whole
jobs.
ecosystem is, like Famous, he went out there and he created the Twitter space. You know what I mean? Like, freaking everybody's doing a little piece. And if it wasn't for that, all of that coming together, we would never be where we are now. Like, I'm doing something different. Fucking Wales is doing something. Famous is doing something different. You're doing something different. Motley's doing something different. We're all doing fucking something different. But it doesn't mean it's fucking equally bad. It's just creating a whole. That's what's creating a
Equally
fucking
good. That's the
equally
thing people don't
fucking
get.
amazing.
Yeah, it's equally good because that's how we bring people in. It's not just me. It can't be just me. It can't be just Motley. It can't be just Frosty. It can't just be one person, right?
Mhm.
If it was just Richard, well, we wouldn't fucking exist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, I had
Amen.
someone that's a Hexican that was having dinner with Richard Branson the other day and brought up
Nice.
PulseChain to him.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
This is what I'm saying, man.
Yep.
Like I've even noticed in the spaces that freaking Famous puts on
Yeah.
that we're getting more Latin American people, more freaking African American people coming in.
Wow.
This shit is starting to fucking grow big time. Like
We're gonna beat
Like,
Cardano to Africa.
fuck yeah.
I'm pretty sure we already have, bro.
Hey, Motley.
We have.
We will.
I'm pretty sure we already have with Hex.
There's a couple
Actually,
of
I
homies
know
in
we
there
already
that
have
know
that.
that's Mexicans that be
You
hitting
see,
me up.
you see the African community, bro.
Yeah, I follow
Changed a
all
lot of
the
lives out there.
Yeah,
And yo,
fuck yeah.
those guys are good, man. They're streaming. They have great
Yeah.
videos. Like I've seen the stuff they're doing out there. And imagine them even making a small amount, like put a small amount of Hex. Like some of those guys are pretty early on into Hex too. Like they've changed not only their lives, their whole fucking village. Like
Dude, there's
what they
1.1
And
billion
you're
fucking people
village,
there.
too.
1.1 billion.
Yep. What they do is usually as so you have they'll have a village and the village usually will pull their money and like some of their young brightest go out there and invest and try to make more money for the village, and some of them have used like Hex as that vessel. Like not only have they made themselves wealthy, but their elders, their entire village, the new generations coming up,
Damn,
like
they
they're
need-
everyone.
powerful.
Yes. Yeah.
That's amazing. Amazing.
Exactly. But this is
crazy.
think about it. How the hell do you not get on these streams and give your 2 cents?
Because I think, like actually, Wales, you're the one who said this. I remember you saying this a while back when I was thinking about starting streaming. You're like, you really better fucking know your shit. I think that's what you said, something like that. Like for me, it was when I more and more my personality comes out with every stream because I'm just getting more comfortable talking to people.
That's right.
And at the beginning, it was just like I kind of held back a bit because people would watch you, and that shit's on the internet forever. So I think people aren't just going to jump in, especially like Hex. Hex has a lot of layers to it, right? So I think it's harder for people to jump in if they're got to be that careful what they have to say.
It just depends what you're doing. Like if you want to do the full education route, it's okay to say you don't know, right? But just be honest about it. And I think our community is pretty good with that. If you don't know, don't don't just try to fucking fluff
He's
and
the
put
best
BS in
example of
there.
that.
Like just like I don't fucking know. Or so and so is better to explain that. Or go hit up Wales to explain the complexities of t-shirts. Like that's not my like I'm not good enough yet, right? And it's funny too because you'll see in the community like some people are like, oh yeah, I got this, and like Wales was saying, unless you can teach it, you don't know it 100%. And a lot of people think they can actually speak on it. And then you find yourself, let's say right now, right, if we were having a conversation about it, you think you can thoroughly explain it, and then you'll find yourself pausing and lots of ums and thinking on it. And you're like, oh shit, like I don't know it quite as well as I thought I did.
In
right?
your head,
in your head, you're good.
You're
good. But there's levels.
When you try to communicate it, it's different because it's like, okay, well, hold on. I
Comes with
understand this
practice.
shit, but why can't I not explain it? Because I know I get it.
Yeah.
But it's just the lack of practice, as Motley said, of just saying it out loud. Because it's not like you don't know it.
Like a couple of my guys, like so I have my own personal Telegram chat and stuff like that, and there's a lot of people I brought in, family, friends, etc., and I have other ones, and like my friend Francisco that's in the chat right now, he can even talk about it, right? So like a lot of folks in there think I'm a genius, right? Because of what I know, how I talk, and all that stuff, right? I'm far from it, and they know that, right? Like they're like, oh, you know, and I share tons of links of different streamers, different people, Motley, Whales, Axis, all these people's channels, right? Everything. K4K, all of them. They're like, why do I need to go follow these guys if I could just learn from you? I'm like, but guys, literally most of my stuff I learned from is big chunks of all these guys put in one. This is where I'm learning from. And it's like a computer. Every couple of weeks, I got to update my system. I got to update my knowledge. I got to update my terminology. So if you think what I told you last week or last month is be all said all, nah, man. Like, because you know what? Next week, Molly's going to come up with something new that I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Wales or anybody else in this chat or in this panel is going to say something that I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even think about that.
Never
right?
thought
Like,
about it that way.
it blew my mind. Nice. So it's like, I'm always updating. I'm just like software. I'm always updating. And I always tell these folks, like, it's okay to learn from other folks. It's okay. But once you learn from all these people, put it in a pot and make your own little menu, make your own little meal, like make it your own thing.
Everyone's got their own flavor.
You know? Exactly. It's beautiful, man.
That's that.
You know, that's exactly what I do is just learn and learn and learn. Like, there's no one person you just learn from and that's it. Like even Richard Hart, like, don't get me wrong, I love the guy to death. I can sit here and learn from him all the time. But once in a while, I see what Vitalik has said the past month or two, what Charles has said the past month or two. Because sometimes they might put, even though I don't like their project or what they've done, they have a little input of the crypto world that I'm like, I didn't really hear this in a while, you know, stuff like that. So you always got to like just learn, man, just learn.
Never put blinders on.
Yeah, man. Like, that's the worst thing you could do.
Keep
man.
an open mind.
The worst.
You know what I'm really proud about the community lately is there's so much infeeding and prana on ourselves. They're finally starting to stop infeeding on themselves and moving on beyond that and feeding on themselves and starting to move out on their own to create a bigger ecosystem. Because there was so much prana infeeding for a few months there, it made me sick. And I'm really proud of the community of getting over that, getting over their differences and moving on past that. It's really nice to see.
It's just a waste of time and energy.
Well, it
be better spent elsewhere.
It felt like growing pains, right? Like we were like when everything was hex for so long, and then boom, PulseChain's coming, and all these other things are coming, and then people were starting to go back and forth with the hex maxis versus people that were open to new shit coming. Like you saw it even with Hedron before PulseChain came out, right? There was a lot of people hating on Hedron.
Oh yeah.
But we got through it. Like you're just gonna talk to each other, man. That's it. Like most shit can get resolved if you just sit down and have the balls to hash it out with each other. Like if you're arguing and stuff, it's because you care. You're gonna have differences.
And the one thing I appreciate about this, the communities, what I really appreciate is you can hash it out and agree to disagree and break bread and have a cerveza and move on. So that's really unique and really proud of this community for doing that, man. Like I'm really, you know, I've seen it in many spaces and online where they fucking hash it out. They hate each other and they're fucking giving it to each other. And then like 24 hours a day, we're all moving together as a unity. So kudos. I'm really proud of that.
That's what a lot of people just don't get. It's like, man, you just don't have to agree on everything.
No.
There's so many people that I respect in this community that I just don't agree with everything they do. Like, that's okay. Fine. That's okay. That's all right. Everyone's got, like Marco was saying, everyone's got their own flavor, their own motion of their ocean. Like, just it's okay. Like, you can agree to disagree, but like we overall have one mission here, and just how you choose to proceed to that mission is on you, and that's fine. You don't have to line how you do things with every single person. Some people are just going to disagree. It's
I agree.
all right.
Like perfect example. Like go ahead, Wales.
No, that was famous.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, famous. You were saying something? No.
I was drinking.
Who was it? Speak up.
So
How was that?
you know, when I first, the perfect example, right? When I first met Famous, and that's beautiful introduction, right? Like when I first met him, I met him on a stream, right? And I know he was going at it with B Roots and other people and all that stuff, friends. And you know, during that day, I guess whatever it was, he was just more aggressive, more than ever, right? And we clashed a little bit, and he clashed with a couple of people and all that stuff. And I could have walked away and be like, "Oh, this guy's the biggest fucking jerk off ever! Like, wow, rude. How can people want to listen to this guy? Like, look how he can't. How can he be a space owner? Blah blah, this and that." And I let a day or two go by. It's like, it is what it is, right? It happens, right? I love this fucking guy to that. Like, this guy's a fucking genius on his own. Like, if people understand like what he's capable of, or what he knows, or what he does behind the scenes, I'm like, God damn, I'm so glad he's part of this community, right? Like, I get to see the bigger picture, right? I could have been naive and be like, oh no, this is a waste of time with this guy, and just cut off the strings and moved on. No, I'm so glad that I didn't let that ego get to my head that day or two, right? Like, I turned it around, and you know, and I got to know him more and more, and we would jump a couple of streams, and I love talking to this guy. Like, he knows his shit, right? A lot of people have to understand that this community, like, it's okay. We get to clash. We're going to clash. Listen, we're going to be here a long time, right? Meaning we're family. We're family. Family's going to fight. If we don't fight, something's wrong, right? Yeah. Like, it's going to have to happen. It's funny, right? It's going to have to happen. Like, family has to fight to get better, right? If friends don't fight and nobody wants to say what's wrong, I don't know. I don't think you guys are close as friends as possible, because you guys don't know something that's wrong with each other. Then you guys don't notice things. Like, you have to. So, you know, I'm glad that I had this altercation with him, and whatever you want to call it. And I look at it, I'm like, yo, this guy's the truth, right? Like, you have to have that battle to understand that. And people have to be okay with that, right? Like, you have to be okay with that.
See,
exactly. Because I make it comfortable, because at the end of the day, emotions is what all of us understand, right? Like, we could talk different languages, we could speak different ways, but the emotions is what it is. And sometimes you got to be emotional about certain things, so like that people are like, they stop in their tracks and they're like, well, why is he saying that? But at the end of the day, you know, it's sad to say, I do it for a reason, because I know it's going to work. It has worked. And one thing people need to know is, like, most of us, what we do is unorthodox. The whole community is unorthodox. But what I love, and why I'm putting so, like I always say, so much so much time and effort, is because everyone's worth it. We all put time and effort. All of us in here, we're putting time. All of us have put whatever in Hex, but regardless of that, we all spend time on this because we know what the potential is. Exactly. And with our experience, certain people, I demand certain people with their experience to be a certain way. And if you're going to be a hypocrite, well, then I'm going to fucking call you out, and I'm going to say shit, even though sometimes neutrally, sometimes my biasness is in it, but you still have a certain duty, because you decide to be something for the community. So for me, what do I have to do? I have to be there all the time and make sure it's always running. Why? Because it's helping people that are new to come in and express themselves and ask the questions, because sometimes it's not easy to get everyone and answer everyone, and make everyone like you. But you don't have to make everyone like you. You just got to make everyone listen. And if they listen, then they got to make the first step, because if we shove it down their throat, they won't understand shit. But you can at least shove it down their throat and hope that they understand. But like, it's like half at the end of the day. It's crypto. We are doing something so unorthodox, which is we're helping. We shouldn't be doing this. Bitcoin, no one did this. And it still went to where it was. Why? Well, because of hopes and dreams. Us, it's not hopes and dreams. Us, it's like, this is what it is. We want to show you what it is. And if you don't take it, well, you listen, that's your choice. But at least I did what I had to do, because my duty is to make sure we change the world. That's what we all want to do, is change the world, right? Because at one point, if we're all shit rich, what's left to do?
Yeah.
Like
legacy.
Well, and help people, right? Yeah, you can't take it with you.
And that's what I love about what Richard Hart has told me the past 2 years, and this community too, especially the community, because I could brag about Richard Hart all day, every day, but I'm more closer to the community than I am with him, right? Because I interact with the community way more than I do with him. He just gives me that the last sprinkles that I need to be like, okay, I get this, right?
Richard,
so it's beautiful, man. Like just this journey I've been on, and just my personal experience, right? The journey I've been on with this community, the friends I met. Listen, I have friends for like forever, right? And some of these guys I met, like Molly, Wales, all these guys I met the past 2 years, I can be like, yeah, I feel like I know these guys for fucking 10 years plus, right? Like, let me tell you something. I have friends that I've been since I was like 8 years old, 10 years old. They could turn around and be like, Marco, I need 20K. I'm like, nope, because I know who you are. Like, I know how you are. Molly, these guys, God forbid something happens, I'm like, Marco, I need, no problem. I'm going to question them, right? Because I understand their mindset. I understand their hustle. I understand where they are, what they do, how they do things. Like, I trust them more. And it's crazy, right? Like, to say that, I trust them more. Right, because of the
I'd send you $1 million today, Marco, and
it's so crazy, man. You send it right now if you can, please.
Okay, got it. What address?
It's just crazy, right? Like, we built this relationship that we were able to do this, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of this community that was able to build something like this. Not a lot of people could say this, right? Yeah. And that's what's fucking cool. And imagine if we feel like this now, the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the next 50 years, what it's gonna be, right? Like, I could see myself like somebody in the future be like, yo, dude, I'm gonna open this company. We're short like 10 million, 20 million, blah blah. Like, you want to? Sure, bro. Like, here you go. Let's do this now. Now, and I pass it on to somebody else, and somebody else passes it on to me. Like, I could see like us building like a fucking ecosystem outside of Hex itself, and there's just tremendous amount of opportunity out there, man. Like, it's beautiful, man.
Look at the community now. Like Frosty was saying, with all the different pieces. Like, there's enough people and talent in this community now where we can pretty much do whatever we need to have done within the community. Yes. Whether it be architecture, doctors, web design, video editing, gaming, you name it. There's someone in this community that not only does it, but does it well. Like, like when Richard's talking about starting his own nation state, like, it's not a joke. Like, we have enough talented people in this community that we can literally cover all aspects of life and have zero. And it's just not quantity, it's quality. It's some of the best work I've ever seen. It all is derived from this community, focused around a financial asset, focused around this amazing founder. Like, I just had, and like Marco said, like, I have as much trust in him as someone I've known for my entire childhood, if not more. And it's this interesting connection that's come from this community. I've just never seen anything like it, and it just further just bolsters my just support and where we're going with this product, this space to fix this broken system. It's just like, I've never seen anything like this. I've been in the military, I've had some incredibly amazing friends, but just the people I've met here it's just another level.
Amen. And so just to top what you just said, right? Like, on top of that, like, you go online and you see the Twitter spaces and somebody wants to come up with something new, right? I need a new website. I need this. I need this. I need this. Most people be lost, right? Instantly, within 5-10 minutes, you have probably 4 or 5 Hexicans posting, hey, I think this person does website. I think this person does it. I think this is blah, 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 blah. Next you know, it's like, there you go. There goes the connection, right? Like, that one post, you have your developer, you have your website person, you have your this, you have your SEO, you have all this stuff.
Yeah. Dude,
it's
that's
crazy.
Funny.
And half of these people would want to do it for free. Not that you should make them do it for free. That's the beauty of this community.
Yeah, I've had to like fight to pay people. I'm like, bro, no, I'm like, no, I want to pay you. Yeah, like, please let me pay you. It's like, no, you don't have to. It's like, no, I want to. Like, please, let me pay you for your time.
No, Wales is right. That's happened to me sometimes where people have asked for things and you even know their fucking tag right away. The Twitter tag. Like, oh, this person does that. This person does that. Here, go here.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know,
like 24/7 support always.
I know people in the chat that I've still yet to meet in person, and like, they're like family. Like, I've known these people in the chat for 2+ years, 3 years, 4 years. Like, you know everyone in the chat. Like, it's fucking seen this person day in, day out in numerous streams, nonstop, and you know enough about them just by having conversations in the chat.
On the phone personally with more Hexicans than I do with people in my actual real life.
100%, bro.
When motherfuckers call me, I get bothered. Like, do not fucking call me. My phone line is stay open for important phone calls.
I got a Hexican calling me, bro. I gotta hang up.
Yeah, you joking?
I'm getting in trouble.
I'm not joking.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
Tell me no more. Don't call. What the fuck? You changed, bro. Like,
yeah.
What you doing in your home, man? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, my favorite. I'll give you guys my favorite hex flex for like personal relationships. And the first one that I that I got in with like Wally was saying for DMs and all that stuff was Shillem. Me and Shillem the foe. I don't know where the hell he is right now. I gotta get in touch with him, but
he's been
in and out. But yeah,
he's been in and out. But he's busy. He's busy. But I totally feel what you're saying, man. Like we're kind of similar, and we like doing all the funny memes and shit. So me and him got a back and forth going, and we talked a lot. We talked over Christmas and making sure everything's good. But it feels really neat. It's such a good community, man.
It's beautiful, man. Like
look how the community was forged, and like during the virus times when everything was shut down, and like people were hungry for that human interaction. People were locked in their homes, not going to work, not doing anything. And like Hex was born in that. And like this community was forged having to fight with the parroting of the scam nonsense, people not having that human interaction, all this stuff. And like this community was like literally forged in those fires. And there's nothing stronger. There is no community stronger. Relationships that have come out of this community, I will have to the day that I die, not just 5,555 days.
You know, and people ask me all the time, right? Like, what makes you tick? What makes you do what you would? Why are you proud to be a Hexagon, right? There's one book that I've been reading forever, for all my life. Forever, right? It's Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, right? And the secret to this book, right? The main secret, it's to be rich and all that stuff. It's basically to find your mastermind group, right? And I could truly say I found my mastermind group in this community, especially with a certain amount of people in it that I could say, like, I sit back, I see their journey, and I see these guys, they're so hungry to change their legacy. They're so hungry to create a legacy. They're so hungry to create generational wealth and health and all that stuff. And that's what I've been searching for all my life, right? I didn't realize it until I've seen this community. I'm like, that's what I've been missing. This is it. This is the feeling I've been missing. This is the energy, the challenge to myself I've been missing. This is the fire I've been missing to my fireplace. Like, this is it. Like, these are the people. And I never get disappointed because every month it's always something new. Every month I learn something new. Every month I meet somebody new. And it's amazing, man. And this is why, like, I hope to God, like, we live for 20, 30, 50 more years and more than that, like, because I would love to share this life with the individuals here and many more to come, because it's a beautiful journey that I want to be a part of. Like, where can you say that? Who do you really hear this from, right? Like, it's beautiful, man. And I have friends and family that I've been for all my life, and I don't want to be in that journey with them, but they just don't fit that connection. It's weird, but I feel it with these people.
Bro. They don't
it's beautiful, man. It's
beautiful. What's that expression? Like, you can't choose your family or something like that.
Yeah, man.
Like your little one, you're gonna make your own family, right? It's like you said, Marco, with the whole, especially with being time locked, right? You're in it together, and stuck was a bad word, but but we've got to the point where it's like we're understanding what Hex can do and what it will do and what it already does do and how it will provide for you and what it's crazy.
And I think the best thing about that makes me feel this way the most is that we're family and friends, right? We all got our own dreams, our own family, our own stuff, our own goals, our own careers, right? And we might meet each other every few quarters or so to talk about it and move on, right? I'm locked here minimum 15 years with you guys. And we put, I know a lot of people put tons of, they put everything into Hex and this journey and this commitment, all that stuff. And every day I see Molly, all these guys, everyone here, we're all tweaking this journey together. We're all tweaking Hex in this community. We're making it better. So I feel like when you wake up and you make a video and you do something, you put a post and you do a tweet, I feel like these guys, everyone is contributing into my journey while I'm doing it with them and they're doing it for the other person. That's why I think we're like this. I think this is why we're stuck like this. It's because we know we can't go anywhere for 15 years plus. We're stuck together. Why not make this the best we can?
Make each other
right?
better. Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. And this blows my mind. My wife be like, "Will you go to sleep already?" I'm like, I can't. I think about these things, you know? It's crazy, man.
That's why we're unstoppable, bro. We're just as unstoppable as the Hex code.
There's nothing stopping Hex.
Fucking real, man. It's real.
Rising tide floats all boats, brothers.
Yeah, man. And I get scared sometimes, bro. I feel like one day I'm gonna wake up and I'm like, this was all a dream, right? Like, you know, that major dream that you're like, it was a fucking dream, you know? Like,
don't say it, bro. It's
I know,
simulation.
Right? Like, let's just end the simulation.
The simulation ends. Don't do it.
Fucking awesome, bro. It's like, we're here, man, guys. We're here, right? We could have been
bullish
anywhere. We could
long-term,
have been doing
Marco, is that
anything,
what you're
man. Say it again?
So you're bullish long term then?
I'm bullish. I'm bullish for life, man. I'm meeting these folks, meeting for everybody. I'm bullish for life, man. Like, even like honestly, dude, like God forbid, I know it's impossible. God forbid something could happen to the code or something 10 years out, 5 years out. And I can be like, it's still worth it. It was still worth it. All the people I met, the journey, like what they forged me. Like I grew up with no father, guys, right? Like I don't have an older brother. I have younger brother and stuff like that. And like what I grew up, what I learned from each individuals and all that stuff is like, you guys helped forge me who I became the past 2 years, right? And 100%. I don't know about you guys. I love who I see in the mirror. Like I love this Marco I met, right? Like I love this passion I have. I love it. And every single person plays a role in this, right?
Love it.
Like everybody comes, and every time I meet with somebody in this community, they tweak me a little bit. They get a wrench, and then they do something to me to make me improve, right? Make me move better, make me talk better, make me take action. Like, and I love it, right? And there's some other people in this community that they do way better than me. And it's a challenge, right? I'm like, yes, I want to reach that status. I want to reach that. So I want to get better and better and better, learn and read and do all this stuff. And it's beautiful, man. This community, man, it's just a fraction of what they given me. It's beautiful, man. It's fucking awesome.
We don't even recognize ourselves from 3 years ago. We've grown so much together.
Yeah,
just built on each other. I've never.
Go ahead, Frosty. What were you gonna say, Frosty?
No, people are key, man. I don't care what the common denominator is, velocity of money. Money is a medium of exchange, but people are the key. Without people, there is no medium of exchange. And no matter what happens regarding this ecosystem, I'm proud of this ecosystem. I love every one of you. Even though some of you guys motherfuckers hate me, whatever, I don't care. I love you all. I am extremely proud of this community, how they've come together, and how every piece of person adds a little piece of the pie. And that is absolutely amazing to me. I love it and I endorse it and fucking I embrace it 100%. And I will support it 1,000% on my end. I love everything. Everybody brings something a little unique to the table, and that is amazing and inspirational and unlike any other crypto community I've ever been part of ever in my life.
It's true, man. It's true, man.
Amen to that.
And back to what Whale said earlier about like this shit is serious, right? Because it's still money at the end of the day what we're invested in.
It is, man.
But if we take that money as a tool and it allows us to protect the things that we love, our family and our friends.
Right.
Facts.
You're my family. You're my family. We're all our family.
Yeah.
I hate to be the guy that shows up and like comes up with 5Gs and that 5Gs turns to 0.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I think about when I get on these streams and talk. I don't think about the 100x, all that. Like that's all bullshit. You know, at the end of the day, while we know it's plausible and definitely coming, blah blah blah. You know, there's a whole lot that's gonna happen in between.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what you got to focus on. In my mind, that's what you got to focus on.
Yeah.
You know what I think is like the social capital that we're gaining here in this ecosystem is more valuable than the dollars. The social capital 100%. is worth more than the dollars.
No
That's
contest.
my opinion. You know what I mean?
Pretty much fact.
How much more confident are all
I love that, man. That was dope. That was deep.
Frosty, you deep motherfucker, man.
That was deep, bro.
Say it again.
No, man, like you know what I mean? I freaking love joining the spaces. I'm not much of a spaces person, but I love what fucking Famous has done. I've loved what everybody has done. I like fucking Motley's posting pictures of beaches today. Like it's just fucking totally amazing. The social capital that we're all gaining, to me, is far more valuable than whatever freaking monetary value. Because no matter what happens with Hex, let's say, God forbid, and I'll get ostracized for this. Let's say it fucking takes a shit and let's it fails. But the social capital that we've all gained along this experience will out fucking perform everything long term for each other in this space. And I'm super proud of that. And I want to foster that as much as I can.
Hell yeah, dude. Absolutely, man.
100% agree, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be negative on Hex, but
no.
Of course not. Of course not.
Just making a point.
What you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you feel that way, especially if you feel that way, you know, that just shows people that they can go ahead and take that leap, you know, make that commitment. Because, you know, me personally, I've done things a lot differently now as opposed to 2 years ago when I first got involved with Hex. and all of it was because of the ecosystem. It was because of the community. Everything that every single one of you has hit on. It's given me that confidence to like stop doing what I was doing and focus on a new path that's more fulfilling and honestly more impactful, not just to myself but to everybody else around me, which is powerful, awesome. Bro. You feel me? Because once again, it's not about the money anymore. You feel me? It's
I gotta hop off, boys.
And that's just
Data Morgan.
Sorry, I thought you were finished there. But yeah, Molly, Wales, Marco, Philo, and Frosty, thank you guys so much for coming on. I actually have to go on a phone call, but I'm still gonna watch the chat. I'll be in the comments here. I'm not leaving. I gotta make a fucking phone call, but it was awesome to have you boys on. I hope you guys had a good time.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Always. Keep the chat going, boys. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Wales. This was big for me, bud. Pleasure to meet you. See you, boys.
Later.
Hexter was starstruck, man.
Hex be with you.
Metaphor be with you.
Yo, Wales, when you got on, he didn't say anything for like a good hour. He was just laughing.
Yeah, Wales, you cracked me up.
Wales, you might be muted, Wales, if anything. If you say anything.
He's rolling up. Sure the hell I'm on mute.
He's always fucking mute, man. Always.
Yeah,
New York City, man. You had to mute yourself.
You gotta be on mute. Yeah, I mean,
I'm ready to press that button every minute.
Sirens going by, gunshots going off.
Man, I can't even help you.
Oh man, I feel you, man.
But at least
let me say something. Wills is a funny, real dude, man. I met Wills multiple times in person. Had dinner with him multiple times in person. I'm like, bro, you sure you Wills, bro? I feel like I'm being catfished, bro. You ain't no fucking Wills, bro. Like, I expected a guy like 7 feet tall, broad as fuck, like Marco, like, yeah. I'll be dying laughing every time I see him, yo. But he's a cool, fucking genuine dude, man. I swear.
Same thing for me in Vegas during the first conference. It was funny. I still remember it. I can't remember the name of the place, but it was where one of the groups of Hexicans were meeting up, getting lunch, and people were on stage.
I think the Bellagio.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Bellagio.
Dix or something or another.
Yeah, I think it was Dix. I think it was Dix. And it was funny. Dix. I was right. Go figure. I was talking to Quarter Panda. I was meeting him for the first time in person, and
cool
I forgot. He's really cool. And I think we were talking. Wales came up in a conversation. It's like, oh yeah, he's right over there. And like he pointed to you, and I was just like, where? And he pointed. He pointed to you again. I was like, no. He's like, yeah. I was like, no. And he's like, yeah, that's it. I was like, all right, hold my beer. I'll be right back. And then went over there and started talking to Wales. But yeah, we had some really good conversations with Bellagio and Vegas. And man, that first conference, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Was the one
bro.
The second
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you're good. Go.
Now, when I first met Will, similar experience with you, right? The first Vegas trip, it was me, it was Kareem, a whole bunch of guys, right? So it was like a few minorities and then a bunch of white guys, right? And then nerdy looking guys. I'm like, okay, so this is a crew, cool. And I'm like, everybody's like, yeah, I'm excited to meet Wales finally, you know? They're like, oh, he's here. I'm like, where? They're like, he's over there. I'm like, where? So I'm looking around, and there's like six, 7 dudes around each other in a circle. So I'm just sitting there. I'm like, okay, he's white. That's not Wales. That's not Wales. That's not Wales. I see 3
Dude, I was looking for a black guy the entire time.
So I'm looking at 3 guys. It's Wales and 2 other people. I'm like, like, nah, that's not Wales. Then I'm like, okay. I'm like, guys, speak. Will spoke. I'm like, oh shit, that's you, bro. Like, that was the funniest shit, man. It was the funniest thing.
I remember before I met him in person, and he did one of the Spanish streams for like the first time, and I was just like, holy shit. I was like, where'd this dude learn Spanish from? I was like, he sounds fluent as shit.
Oh man, fucking Rosetta Stone, bro.
It's like, this dude paid attention in Spanish too in high school. Okay.
Google Translate real quick. That's hilarious, bro.
Man.
What's the real dude, man? And then another one that people should meet in person, Corey the investor.
I love Corey.
Wheels and him have dinner multiple times. Phenomenal fucking guy to me in person. You know,
good
genuine,
dude.
Good heart, like good people, man.
Give you the shirt off his back.
We just got some good people, man.
Yeah. Go out and meet each other, man. Like seriously,
meet each other. You know? If you live in an area where you can go to some public place that ain't 20 miles away, go, man.
Amen.
This is why I go to every Hex meetup. Like everyone that I can do a chance, it's just to meet these people, man. These people are top notch, top caliber people that like I just want to meet. I want to be friends with. Like these are good people. Everyone here is good people.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I love it, man. Like it's like I don't know, man. Like I know I say it multiple times, but this past 2 years with this community, it's been a blessing, man. Like thank you, God. Like seriously, like this is I don't want this to change. I don't want no other lifestyle. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy with the people I know.
So
the
happy.
Community. Listen, I don't need to go clubbing. I'm happy to be right here in the computer, talking with the fellas and the ladies. You know, they're here around, but it's fucking awesome.
Frosty.
Like,
Frosty's like, I'll supply him. Don't worry.
no problema.
Yeah, Frosty's dope, man. He's a fucking cool guy, you know. But it's beautiful, man. Like this is fucking awesome, man. Awesome.
I freaking people look down on me, but we're just trying to add a little piece of the pie. You know what I mean? We're just trying to.
It is what it is,
bro.
Who cares what they think? Man?
Frosty, let me tell you something.
You think I fucking care? I'll tell you right now. I do not give a fuck. You want to delete me off Twitter? Vamos my ass.
let me give you a good piece of advice, bro. When you're not operating on an ant scale, you cannot concern yourself with what an ant thinks.
Exactamente, amigo.
It's the people that aren't building that have the time to bitch about everything.
Of course.
You know what I find is funny is like all these people that fucking bitch and complain about me are keyboard slapping fucking monkeys, and I'm like, are you spending any of your money to lobby government? No. Are you doing anything to fucking do anything about it? No. What are you doing? All you're doing is bitching at me about spending my time and my money to make a fucking difference. You know what I mean? All they do, my DMs are literally filled every day with hate speech about how I'm fucking. I'm not even joking. Like I get so much fucking hate every day, and I'm like, well, then block my ass. Why are you fucking following me?
People like to project, bro.
People love, yes. Yeah. Damn it, you took the word out.
They want to be able to say that they got to say something to you.
Yo, people feel good. People want to feel important, even though this is on an individual scale. It's so irrelevant.
The ones that are complaining about
a lot of people want to be in your situation, my boy. Like I'm gonna be very real.
And
people look at you and they're like, "Damn, I wish I."
And the ones that complain about people selling, or they see someone with something nice, they're like, "Oh, why you sell?" Bro, they're just projecting. They're just projections. Like you know nothing about me. You know what I bought this with? Wasn't Hex. Wasn't Hex. Exactly. I bought more Hex than I've ever even come close to selling. But the thing is,
even if it was, it doesn't matter, right?
No.
It's your money. It's your
money,
time.
do what you
it's
want.
Your life. You put the effort into it. You get to enjoy your life. Like, it's funny because the biggest haters I have in DMs I get, I'm like, you know what? I never seen these people in any of the conferences, never in the meetups. They're never in the important things. They're never doing the donations. They never doing anything.
As the song goes, Marco,
right? Like
we everywhere. They ain't never there.
I have plenty of people here that could vouch so far that the biggest things that happen in this Hex community, I've been a part of.
It's all about your actions.
I visited there. I donated. Like I done all that stuff, right? And they're not bragging. That's just show that I'm committed to this community as much as I can, right? I do whatever I can, you know. So when people be like, "Oh, dude, you do this, you took profit, you did it," like, shut the fuck up, like, shut up,
dude.
Like,
look, I'm wearing a fucking green fucking hoodie, and I literally got out of the ocean before I got on the stream, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about shit. I'm not here to impress. You know what I fucking value is guys like fucking Wales, fucking Motley, Famous. You know what? They're the ones fucking taking the time to fucking, and everybody else in this chat room is fucking taking the time to make a fucking difference. You know what I mean? That's the social capital I'm talking about. That social capital, in my personal opinion, is fucking priceless. Because if Metcalfe's law is true, and the only thing that values is the number of people, the value of a network is equal to the number of users fucking squared. We all need to look after each other. And each one of us in this fucking room are making a small different. I don't know fucking shit, dude. Fucking Famous puts me on as freaking like co-host. I'm like, dude, I'm like the worst fucking co-host ever. I don't know how to use any of this.
Mistakes were made.
Right.
Abort.
I give it to everyone because everyone who makes a difference, they got to come up and like
yeah,
be
you
able
do, man.
to
You
like
do.
and help the community, right? So it's like
I'm like fucking like muting people, blocking people. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm like, why do you make me co-host, motherfucker? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
That's funny,
but I'm proud that he fucking looks after us and we value each other. You know what? I fucking mad respect for everybody in this room, man. The social capital is worth more than every dollar, and I respect every one of you for everything you're doing.
Man. Like you never know who you're gonna meet and what they're gonna introduce, right? Like me meeting Motley, I got to meet Wendy's, and I love fucking Wendy's to death, this guy, right? And I got to meet Vince because through him, and I love Vince. I got to meet Yash Deep, like, and all these other guys because through one individual, right? Like this is why you have to communicate. You have to reach out. Hey, I'm Marco. What is your name? What you're about? Let's become friends. Let me learn more about you. Stuff like that. Like. You have to. You can't hate on folks. You can't be jealous. You can't be this. You have to. Because you never know who you meet, man. And dude, let me say something. Like I met these guys, and the first time around, second time around, and this past time, and man, we had a blast in the club. We had a blast throughout the whole time. Like this is beautiful, man. Like you don't understand. Like meet people, go out there, like help each other, right? Like. Yeah, it doesn't have to be with cash. It doesn't have to be. It could just be by word, effort, energy, emotion. Just do it, man, because you never know who you're gonna meet through each other or what you're gonna be able to do with each other. Like, it's fucking awesome, bro. Like,
get out what you put in.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother.
Hey, you gotta meet these people. I went to the Philly meetup.
But everybody in this single room brings something to the fucking table that I can't bring. I can bring my little piece of the puzzle. Fucking famous. Fucking every single one of you in this room can bring something to the table that I can't bring, and you can bring something to the table that.
What's up?
It's amazing.
Ultimately, bro, it's a law of sowing and reaping. The more you give, the more you're gonna get. And I think everybody should focus on becoming a go-giver instead of being a go-getter. Like, what can I get from these individuals? Like, don't think like that. If people focus more on what they can give out of what they already know and then add value, if you just focus on how you can add value to the situation, like even if it's a stream, if you know someone's like content game or their stream level isn't up to par, you feel me? And you can help them out with that. It's the little things, bro, and that's how you create the relationships. Make it a genuine thing, not just like, you know, reaching out to people because you want to get to know them because they have the most T-shares or whatever the fuck it is. You feel me? Like, honestly, like the relationships you guys have built, I could tell come from a very genuine place, and I respect that a lot. And honestly, I hope to build some of those with you guys as well. You feel me? Because once again, guys, it's a community thing. You feel me? And I love that shit, bro. Like I was in network marketing for like 4 years, and that's what kept me in that industry for a very long time. You feel me? And then when you build a community and a bond with people over a product, like I've already done it. You know?
Amen.
This is it's a different.
Like I have a friend that I used to hang out with all the fucking time, right? All the fucking time. And lately he asks me like, dude, why we don't chill much? Why do we don't do this? Why we don't do that? Why you always with these guys on the internet? Dude, they're in the internet. Like why? I'm like, you know, there's one thing I always told them. I'm like, let me tell you why. My bank is full with these guys, right? And he's like, what do you mean? They give you money? No. The difference is this. These guys put a deposit every single time with friendship into my personal bank, while people like you just withdrawals. That's the difference. They deposit, you take withdrawals. That's the difference. These guys keep me wealthy with heart, with emotion, and with love. You guys don't. That's why I changed my scenery. That's it. That's a simple answer.
Yeah, man.
That's a simple answer, man. You know,
and a lot of people listening to this are those people who are being taken advantage of, and they just got to get around another group of people that can help bring them up.
Find people who want to deposit in you. That's it.
Facts. You're either stooping down to people's standards or they're stepping up to yours. It's one way or the other. You feel me? So you got to get around people that you can step up to their standards. And look at everybody here. Look at everybody in the stream. Find someone you like. Find someone you can resonate with and get around those people. Ask questions. When we start those conversations.
Yeah, look at Famous, man. He disagrees with most people in spaces, but he fucking makes it happen.
but he brings it back together. That's what I love about him, you know?
Like, at the end of the day, man, it's good to have those conversations. It's good to argue, and it's good that we argued. To be honest with you, it's good to argue now and not later on, because it's like, get rid of the shit now. Like, fuck each other up now, like, and then after you break bread.
Yeah, especially when it's pointless behavior. Yeah, it's just you know, it's just not.
Everyone's busy with their own lives. Like, no one has to come here and start being fake and like all this bullshit. Man, I don't like that. You know, like I love what Rags is doing, because he's bringing he has the space where it's like, okay, we're gonna take it a different route, and I'm like, that's awesome, because I want people to be on their chair with the beer in their pajama and just say, okay, how could I learn? Because that's when they're more comfortable. So they're more open, not when they're like at work. Yeah, they still do it, but it's like I'd rather them be more comfortable. And then there are other people that I want them to say, you know what? I don't like that he does that. Good. You don't like it? Perfect. So then do it. Do it. Make the changes that you see so fit and you see so clearly that I don't do well, and take it and make it better, man. Do like the Romans did. Just take my idea and make it better. That's it. And that's what I'm trying to push forward. And it's like, I want to do so much more, but the plan is greater than what I want, right? It's what could I give up more, right? It's like I have my own life, but over here it's like, as an example, for me, it's like my friends. I've been telling them since fucking, I don't even remember the year. It's like I can't even remember the fucking year I've been telling about this. So at this point, I gave up. It's like I'm gonna get a shirt that says "I told you so." But now I'm like, no, we told you so, because it's like I'm so connected to this community, and we are so connected to each other. And it's like they're running the spaces right now. Our community is running the spaces, not me. I hate taking the fucking credit for it, because it's like right now everyone's doing their own part. Everyone's showing up. Everyone has the questions. When you know, we're changing our ways. You know, usually we would cuss people out. Now it's not like, let's listen to this person. Let's try and help this person. Let's tell this person about what we have to offer. Maybe change their mind. And I feel like I want to fucking light a fire under people's ass that are just so close-minded to the fact that we're here to help each other. We're not here to rug each other. Like, yes, okay, one day we're gonna dump on each other, but it's like, you know, like, let's do at least some right before we do bad. Because that one day everyone has to. It's like,
is it really dumping though?
Say what you don't want to hear,
yeah,
right? And Wales does it fucking amazing, man. Wales, honestly, man, you do it perfectly, because I do it without giving a fucking. What's the word?
But mad respect for blazing the
proper way. I just do it fucking home style, like freestyle. Fuck it.
But mad respect for blazing the trail, brother. Mad fucking respect for blazing the trail.
Yeah, you started it, bro.
You started it, bro.
Yeah,
and it's fucking turned into a massive fucking ecosystem. So props to you, man. You fucking started that shit. You blazed the trail. You took the fucking energy. You blazed the trail. It's literally fucking changing. That's, you know what? That's why I'm in the spaces. I don't even know shit about fucking spaces.
I hated it. But I hated it.
Yep. Yeah, I still don't go through them shits because I just can't tolerate it.
But
it's like going in the Telegram in the voice chat in Telegram almost.
Not mad respect.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not that bad. I'm sure it's not that bad.
I want to release the stress on them though, because I saw it. It's like you can't, like, we all have certain ways of doing it, but crypto is so unorthodox. And when you're in it and you've seen the experience, it's like, shit, the bad decisions would have been the right decisions, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's like, when you learn from it, it's like, what? Fuck it, let's do it. And it's like how you guys do it too. It's like, Motley, just here, let's do it. You guys have such unorthodox ways of doing things, but it's so proper that it's like, let's bring this different aspect and create this, like, man, I can't give up, because my goal was one person a day. One person a day, I changed their life. My conscience as what I've tried to become, because I hated who I was. I'm good with one person a day.
Hey, and that one person could turn to could help 1,000. So
it has. It literally has. It literally fucking has.
That's the goal, man, because that's all that matters in life, is accomplishing your own goals, right?
Yeah, dude. Like, I love it, man.
Don't believe
this
anyone
is why, like, I love this community, man.
Yeah, and if for whatever reason you feel like people aren't respecting what you're saying, bro, you just put that shit behind the paywall and you call it a day. Let's be honest.
Yep, I did that.
You feel me? Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, a lot of people just can't. They don't value the information unless they're giving something out. You feel me?
Excuse me, sir. Charge for information? How dare you? How dare you?
Yes.
Charge for a service? How dare you?
Giving it away for free.
Yeah. Your working time? How dare you?
That's the best
but it's the truth, man. Because there's a few people I have, right, that I've been teaching all year. Didn't charge them one penny. Some of these guys, it took $600 and made it to thousands, tens of thousands, right?
They don't even
charge a penny, right? But the mistake I did was I hold the hand the whole time and did everything for them, all that stuff. So now when PulseChain is around the corner, and now they're freaking out. Marco, teach me this. No. You gonna charge me? I'm gonna charge you $100 an hour now. I'm being kind.
Really?
Kind.
I do
Right?
$1,000.
You want it?
Yeah, your time's
That's
more valuable
1,000.
than that.
Right? Oh no, trust me, I know, but I'm just, you know me, I'm kind, you know.
Kind, not nice.
Right?
Flip flops.
Just test their passion, right?
Yeah,
oh, bro, 100, that's it. But bro, I could charge you an extra 0 after that, bro, if I really want it. Like you're lucky.
But you should do it because you know what? Because at the end of the day, bro, it's like, you know how hard
I give you a whole
it is
year
to find
free.
someone that has the experience that you have. Because let's be real, you guys have been in the industry for years. You understand Hex and the technology that's being developed at the highest level. You feel me? You explain it as clearly, as effectively as you can. Period. Like, how much do you value that information? And if for whatever reason you have someone there, they're not going to take that time to value you, then you got to do it in a way where people will do it. And I promise you, putting a paywall makes sense. For some people it doesn't. For some people it does. However you decide.
I see it as a big filter. You just make a big filter.
Oh, it's a huge filter.
It's a filter. That's it.
Correct.
Quality versus quantity.
Massive
That's
filter.
it.
It's exactly.
It sucks giving someone such a valuable gift, and then they just spit in your face almost. Like it's just like at a certain point, it's just like, what are you doing here? It's like, I'm trying to give you freedom, and you're just like, come on, bro. Like, like you're not willing to put effort in yourself. Then why should I put it in for you?
Exactly.
Like, come on.
And it's funny. I had like about 3 or 4 people out of like the big people I taught that actually did. They threw me $100, and I taught them. But what they didn't realize is this: that's the only 100 they ever had to give me. Why? Because I saw the commitment, I saw the energy, and I'm like, you know what? I'm willing to teach this person going forward, right? And I don't charge them anything, right? That 100 that they did was showing me, like, you know what? This 100 is worth your time, bro. Like, you are valuable to what you're about to teach me. Like, I respect what you're about to say. Thank you. Now I put value back into you, right? Remember that withdrawal deposit type of thing? That's what it was, right? Other folks is like, bro, what? I'm your friend, bro. You're not gonna teach me, bro. This and that, bro. I taught you for a year free, bro. Like, what else you want from me?
Yeah.
Like I got shit to do. I want to build shit. Like, I got things to do. I taught you a whole year. You want to?
How's your portfolio look,
right?
bro?
Right? Like, you want to play games all this past year, right? And now when the time PulseChain's around the corner, right? Hopefully 4 more weeks, right? Like, now you want me to bring a whole year worth of education and then a week for you? No, it doesn't work that way, bro. Like, nope. Sorry.
No way. Even if you wanted it to, right?
Nope. Sorry.
Yeah, like the alpha we give out here, like, it's just, this is natural. Like, this is in conversation. This is in context. You get me? But there's things that you say behind closed doors that it comes down to be more specific, like with a friend or a family member.
Absolutely.
Where they're telling you, hey, bro, look, I have X amount of money. What do you think I should do with it? And this isn't financial advice. It's just my opinion. And then you go on. You feel me? And that's the real shit that people aren't even you don't say out here. That happens behind closed doors. You feel me? And so, it's just the way it is. You feel me? And
onboarding someone properly in Hex and this ecosystem, and everything from A to Z takes hours and hours and hours. And it also depends on what level the person's coming in at. Sometimes you got to start way back. Not even in the ecosystem, in crypto, in Hex. Like, you have to go back to, like, what is money? What is the current situation we're in? Like, you have to show them where value comes from. Like, you have to give them a whole damn history lesson sometimes just to make sure they understand the product they're receiving. And it takes so much time, and it burns you out. Like Marco, all of us, we've done it before. It will burn you out if you try to do that one-on-one with everyone. It's only a matter of time before you just gas out.
In the unlearning process. In the unlearning process of helping that person out. Because the average person has to unlearn before they relearn what they're about to learn. The unlearning process is the most difficult.
Absolutely. You know what's crazy what Molly just said too? All that he just said, all that energy, all that effort, all that, you can either multiply it by 10x of more effort depending on where you bring that person in. Did you bring them at the dip or at the top? Like, it all depends where you brought them in Hex, right? If you brought somebody at the bottom and they didn't learn, their experience is gonna be smooth as hell. They're not gonna bother you as much. Why? Because they're making money like crazy. But you brought somebody in at 50, 40 cents and that shit's going down the way it is, like, it's got a lot of effort, a lot of maintaining, a lot of patience, a lot of confirming and reassuring, all that stuff. Like, it takes a lot out of you, man. Like, it does. So kudos to people who really help people. It's not easy, man. And we don't have to. Listen, I don't need to be here and learn from any of you guys, talk to anybody. I got to bolt my bag, chill, kumbaya, never put anything. We all chose not to do that. We all chose to teach other people and help other people and put the effort and time into this. So when we get hate, I just laugh, man. It's like, whatever, dude. Like, I got a whole army of people that will instantly help me out at any given moment. Why? Because I put time and energy. I put so much deposits in people, man, that I'm good for life. I made friends of friends of friends. And I'm glad to say that. I love it.
I know for me the biggest thing was you really walking around this world knowing shit is messed up, and you think you by yourself. And big secret is there's a whole gang of us motherfuckers out here. That's the best kept secret. And I feel like that's the best kept secret because here we all are, just having a good old time, good old conversation, getting it done.
Cheers. Amen.
Access to information is powerful. Just the fact that you can get on this stream and listen to what we're talking about right now, that alone is like
that's why they want to censor everything, right?
Yeah. So social capital. The social capital is priceless.
That's facts. You can't put a dollar amount on it, especially with inflation.
You really can't. You really fucking can't. The social capital of Marcos and fucking Motley and Famous and freaking Wales and everything everybody's doing in this ecosystem is priceless. I don't care about how many t-shirts you have or how much money you have.
Absolutely.
The social capital is worth more than all of that.
Absolutely.
And everything that every Motley and Wales and fucking Marcos and Famous and fucking everybody that's doing this ecosystem is priceless. And that collectively as a whole, as a unity, is priceless.
Yes, sir.
And that's what's going to make us all win. And I'm so proud of this ecosystem and the proudness of the way people are coming together to move this as pulling all the carriages of the horses together to pull that carriage together without Richard Hart is amazing. And I love it.
I think that was the best thing Richard could have done. Richard stepping back and really just letting Hex shine and letting the community do his thing. I think that was super noble of him because he did his thing for a very long time. But he's a champ. He's a top G.
Yeah, he created what he did was he's smart, right? Like he could have, he could have done what any other founder, CEO done, right? Made the money, blank, let the project do whatever it did, and that's it, right? Now, before he let go and like, all right, guys, you do what you guys got to do. He built many Richard Hearts, right? The mindsets, right? The knowledge, what's right, what's wrong, right? How to do this, how to not do this, how to see the scams, how not to see the scams, right? Like he literally like took our brains out, replaced it with something better, and like, all right, now go out there and build, now go out there and do things, right? Like that's why I think he does what he does, right? It's phenomenal, man.
Yeah, his leadership it's pinnacle leadership.
It's fucking amazing.
Who he is, what he represents. It's funny. I have it right here. It's a good little book if you want to learn how to lead by John C. Maxwell. How successful people lead.
I read that. Yep.
Really, really good. Pinnacle leadership.
I think I have that one.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's why we win.
Yeah, facts. And this
I have my own little mini library.
It's concepts too, that guys. Like honestly, if you understand them, you kind of see how you have to program it into yourself and program it into people. It sounds fucked. But everybody's been getting programmed since the day they were born. Period. Like, you've been getting programmed since day one, and oftentimes by shit that they were programming your parents or whoever raised you. Their programming was your programming, and the struggle becomes removing that programming and then reprogramming your newfound understanding of life. Because ultimately, bro, like people out there do not even have a sense of financial literacy at the bottom level. That's the biggest issue right now. There's a massive lack of financial literacy internationally. And for me, one of the biggest driving forces is that. The understanding and helping other people.
That's exactly why I got 100 plus
all night on that topic.
Yeah, you're lucky they can tie their fucking shoelaces.
Right. And that's why I got 100 plus fucking live streams, bro. Because motherfuckers don't know anything. Literally. I break every single item that you need to know down multiple times in many different ways because it's that fucking important.
I'm gonna be real. I think I was the last generation that learned how to write a check in middle school.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real. I really do think I was. I was born in '97, and bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
dang, dude, you're young.
I think. Yeah, I'm 24. Yeah.
I'm born. Damn, '97.
Yeah.
Oh, my brother.
Millennial.
I'm 10 years older than you, man.
You're a Gen Y.
But my brother was born in '92, so technically, it's like I got a lot of my kind of upbringing from him. You feel me? I was like the little brother, big brother, like dynamic. He was 6 years ahead, so I got all the good shit from '92, and then move that over. But I was in the cutoff. I'm gonna tell you, bro.
You'll be able to do math.
It was scary.
Years, bro. Good job.
Yeah, I'm happy I found this early too.
naturally.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, man. This is just like a little dust part of what the community is about, man. This is what's crazy, right? We could sit here talk for the rest of the month straight, nonstop, and still talk about amazing things people have done or amazing people, all that stuff.
Respect.
That's what's fucking crazy, man. It's beautiful,
Respect.
bro. And when PulseChain comes out, there's gonna 10,000x that shit of more stuff to talk about. And
I already told people, don't bother me when mainnet launches. I'm gonna be busy. I don't want to hear shit from nobody. I told people
swipe the
months.
card.
Well,
you know who's
gonna be around, bro? You know who's gonna be around Twitter and all that stuff while mainnet first comes out the first week or two? Just the haters, right? Because everybody else is gonna be quiet. They're gonna be like, everybody can be like, yo, did that person die? Did something happen? I don't see them around. Like, what's happening? Like, no, everybody's working, bro. I gotta set up my accounts. I gotta move shit around. Like
got money to make.
Once we place the factories around and is making that passive, then I can have fun again and all that shit. But
we've got like 3 or 4 like 24-hour live streams that are supposed to be going down during that. And like I was telling her, Jim Rat was talking about today. I was like, bro, if anyone comes on your stream, like I'm gonna be busy. My head gonna be down the whole time. Like, like I ain't saying shit. Like I'll come put my face on stream, but I'm gonna be busy.
Every few minutes you say yes.
Repeat that.
Yeah, I will not be listening to the conversation. I will be busy.
Hell yeah, dude.
But it's gonna be great, get ready too. I mean, like we'll probably see a dip in eHex, especially, and like what's one thing that Hex has always crushed the haters on? It's the chart. We have the best looking chart. So when we take that massive dip, like be ready for all the shit that we saw back during Big Payday, guys. Round 2.
It's okay.
Strap up.
Wait till we onboard an entire fucking country, motherfuckers.
Yeah, there you go. Country. Our gloves are already on. Round 2.
The world's largest fucking crypto event ever held in the history of fucking crypto. Largest crypto event has been 5,000 people. We got a fucking 20,000 fucking people event in Cuenca, 150 to 250,000 event on freaking the beach here. It'll literally be the largest crypto event ever held in the history of fucking crypto.
Everywhere. Let's do it.
Hell yeah, we set records here.
100%. That's the way fucking Hex rolls, motherfucker. We're gonna fucking blaze trails. Even though Frosty's crazy, he's insane, he's retarded, he's a fucking dick. Whatever.
Hey.
Where this shit's gonna happen one way or another.
Let's get it, man.
Hell yeah,
happen, bro. There's no choice.
Yep, this is it. That's how you change the world right here.
One
live stream at a time.
One piece of the puzzle at a time, brother. One piece of the puzzle.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't give a damn about online crap, right? The real impact is made in the real world.
Hey, Steak and Apes. What's up,
What else, Steak and Apes? What's going on?
Steak and Apes, motherfucker. What's happening, bitch?
Hey.
Right, and Frosty's experiencing that down there where he's at, because he's putting his foot to the dirt and making this shit work. Now that's what I'm doing. Yep. I don't, live streaming is cool and it's fun, it's all that shit. Online conferences, that's cool and all that, but that's not what's gonna pump our bags, yo. It's not.
Yeah, true.
We've already seen that 2 years straight. That ain't what's pumping our bags, yo. So we need to focus on.
Let's put it this way: who's reimbursed me for the fucking $200,000 lobbying government here? Nobody. Have I asked? Have I ever once come to the community? Nobody even fucking knew who I was. Did I fucking come to the community and ask for a penny? No. You know what I mean? I spent a fucking year. Ask freaking Rags and Riches. How many times you interviewed me prior, which nobody watched the fucking streams, saying this is what we're doing, this is what's going on. He'll fucking testify. It was a year ago that he interviewed us. Nobody fucking watched that shit.
Dude, the people doing stuff, like they're not asking for praise. Like people that are really doing stuff and doing good and trying to like doing hard work out here, they don't go post it online or ask for praise or ask to be reimbursed. Like you just don't see that shit. We just fucking do it. Shut our mouths and we fucking do it. We don't go there like, look what I did. Anyone want to give me a gold star? Fuck that.
Exactly.
That's how real money moves. Real money doesn't talk about it. They just do it.
Exactly.
Do it. Just fucking do it.
You know what? I got mad respect for these guy fucking Steak and Apes. He's fucking as much as fucking everybody hates NFTs. This guy,
he's all right, bro. What? Don't give him too much credit.
He's a fucking man. I love this guy.
You know what it is about NFTs
I
is
don't
that
think
people
you can
don't
hear anything.
understand. They're not just JPEG.
Didn't hear any of that praise.
He has no emotion. Look at him. He's like,
I don't hear anything.
nice about him. He's like,
Yeah, he didn't hear any of
he doesn't hear shit.
that. Over here fucking gassing him up. He ain't even here.
I'll
Got this,
gas him
bro.
up.
We
I'll
believe
gas
in
him
you.
up. I love this.
But he's
motherfucker.
good. Yeah, he's good money because what he
Thanks to
did
people, yeah.
was figure out a way to use that nonsense. To
Exactly.
He's an onboard to my onboard. Actually,
He's an onboard motherfucker.
Yep. Yeah, he told us a story last time with Molly
Yep.
with the military and all that. That's dope.
Yep.
Fucking
Yeah,
dope as
dude,
fuck,
I
right?
got generations of like onboardees now. I'm like a proud
You're like a
great grandfather now.
Yo,
Bro, I got like
out.
4th, 5th generations. Like it's wild, man.
Look at dude, when they buy the mansions, they're gonna have a big picture of you. That's Motley
It's like here's great grandpa.
right.
Shit's wild.
You know who I onboarded that I had no idea that I even impressed myself with? I was like, damn, all right.
I gotta go to the bank.
Rags to riches.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
I had no idea. He told me like last week or two. I was like, oh shit.
Makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hi.
'Cause-
Hi.
What's up?
Hola.
Hola.
Yo.
¿Qué pasa?
Nothing. No pasa nada. It's okay. Continue, please. Frosty fue al bathroom, toilet.
Gotcha.
Steak and eggs, you good, bro?
Feel like he in the zone over there.
Yeah, man. He's like, I can't even get my shit working.
Still doing that.
Oh, he took all them drinks down, bro. She was downing them drinks.
Yeah.
Word, every minute was like another one. That's dope.
Come on, bro. You
Hey,
can do
Steak, if
this.
you can hear us on the top right side of the bar to the search bar, sometimes you guys switch it there, or the bottom under you, the settings symbol, you can switch it there too.
This is what happens when we don't use StreamYard.
I know. Restream was a pain in the ass to use.
Yeah.
Man. I was like,
Restream was
well, I had to approve everything, bro. I almost had to put my C words just to get access, bro.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
bad.
boys, it was a good time though. I got my shorty here though, so
Hey,
hey,
enjoy,
I
buddy.
appreciate y'all.
Pleasure, man.
Thank you so much.
Later, bro. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say shit.
Hey, just let it happen, you know?
But yeah, you feel me? So I'm gonna do my thing. I appreciate y'all boys.
Hey,
Have a good
buddy,
night, all right?
listen,
Later,
come
bro.
on, come
Nice
come
meeting
by, come on by every Monday, man. This is what we do.
I'm about it, man. I love to.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Take care, boys.
Nice meeting you, man.
Enjoy,
rise
man.
it easy, man. Take care, y'all.
Thank you.
Take care,
Peace.
chat.
Sir.
Also, Cooper it.
It's just funny. Nobody, people saw movement in the mirror. Didn't see nothing.
Yeah,
Because I was like, yeah, for sure.
yeah, we all got.
I thought I was the only one who saw that.
Nope,
It's
nope.
hilarious, bro.
Everyone's got a quick eye over here.
That's how I move shit around, bro. Fuck that. That's funny.
Yeah,
man.
no mirrors. You gotta be careful with mirrors.
Thomas Turner, what's up, buddy?
Are we
Yeah, at
still
least
live?
Yeah.
what's up?
Yeah, we are.
3 hours deep, homie.
3 hours deep, man.
It's always 3-4 hours, man. Always. If it's not, something's wrong. Something's wrong, man. But fellas, I'm excited, man. You know, it's beautiful, right? The past 2 years has been like the only learning curve and everything, ups and downs and all that stuff. And we're literally close to the finish line, and it's just gonna be beautiful, man. I think the most exciting thing that blows my mind is, I don't know if you guys noticed, every time like Richard Hart puts a date out and he kind of gets close to it and he knows it's not gonna work out, he instantly tells people, hey, now it's gonna be more 2-3 more months. Guys, he hasn't said nothing.
He ain't said
He
shit.
didn't change anything. And he's getting more brave with his tweets and more ballsy with his tweets. I think it might be
more.
May,
I told
guys.
you so's.
I think it might be May. So
I would bet on May. I would bet
Yo,
on
man,
May.
the first thing he wrote in the Hex chat, if you go on hex.pub, was on May
Here we go.
17th. And his first thing he wrote was thanks. Smiley face.
Yo,
Like, bro, the guy is so intelligent and he's so precise and he's so subliminal that like I wouldn't be surprised if he planned it before.
I really think it's gonna happen, bro. I really think it's gonna be. Who's breaking like concrete over there?
Straight jackhammer.
That or somebody ate Taco Bell. I don't know. Either one. It's gotta be either one, bro.
Frosty takes us to this next bathroom trip.
Sorry.
Nah, bro. Hey, it's fine, bro.
Man, Steaking Apes, you failing us, bro.
Yeah, where the fuck is Steaking Apes? What the fuck is going on?
He's struggling. He's struggling.
He's pretty quiet during this stream. That's the quietest that motherfucker's ever been.
Restream, busting his balls.
Computer. Yeah, one or the other.
No, I'm telling you, Restream, bro. That shit's like harder than T-shirts, bro. It's just, yeah, you gotta learn this shit. After YouTube a couple of times,
after
like,
we
how
gave
do I get this shit working.
We gave
I'm not
props to
gonna lie,
Hex
it's
Kids for being
actually
smart.
pretty
Come on, bro.
It's pretty dope Restream because like if you guys would have had Restream, you guys could have literally have just restreamed it on your thing.
I saw that.
Because like right now it's actually going live on my stuff too because I use Restream to like separate all the stuff. So if everyone would have been on
good things
Restream,
about it.
then
I
you
did.
could have put on your channel, on his channel, and we would have been like on everyone's channel.
No, I heard there's some good
Still
stuff about it.
multicasted, but
It's just a pain in the ass to get
feature.
started.
It's a cool feature though for new come up streamers.
Definitely, absolutely. And not only that, I seen like if you make your own account, and you're about to do your own stream, the little things they give you, like the little tools on the right side, like all the little things you could change, like that was pretty cool, you know. Steak, try now.
Yo, can you hear me now?
What's going on,
bro?
Finally.
I literally spent
struggle.
like so much time and so much effort to look legit, and now I'm on my fucking iPhone.
You know what? Now that you said that, time to end the stream.
Right? Perfect. Own that shit, brother.
Perfect
Own that
timing.
shit.
With that said, guys, see you next week.
We did everything.
Steak until you make it, boys. Later. What's up, bro?
Yeah, you got to play with the settings, buddy. It takes a while to play with the settings, but once you dial in, you'll be fine.
Well, I mean, Famous is the only person in the world who doesn't use StreamYard, so like, that's the first time I ran into that issue before.
Yeah. Yep. Weirdo.
No, it's not. Okay.
It's a Canadian thing.
They don't offer the same.
Like, oh, I gotta pay for it.
That's bullshit. I'm from Canada. Fuck that shit.
But are you in Canada anymore? You moved.
I'll be right back.
Not Canadian anymore.
Fuck seasons. Fuck that snow shit. No, thank you.
Bro,
Yeah, exactly. Fuck that snow shit.
Oh man.
But we have seasons. Fuck your seasons.
Fuck your season.
It's not even
It's
that,
like-
man.
it's
Imagine
literally
the
like
taxes,
Groundhog here
bro.
day, every day.
The taxes I
love
get,
it.
bro, is disgusting. Fucking
Yep. Sucks.
almost like 50% of the income. Then you got fucking 15% just for a fucking bag of chips. Then you got it at 50. Bro, forget about
Fuck that shit, man. Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of Canada, bro.
It's for the greater good.
Fuck that.
Fuck the greater good. Fuck that goddamn Justin
Only the
Trudeau
beer's
bullshit.
cheap. Fuck, and even at that, it's not that cheap, but it's cheaper than anywhere in Canada.
Man, they had to enact a state of emergency for those vicious truckers on protest, bro. Like,
Right?
Terrorists that
watch
were
out.
funding
Exactly.
They were
Watch out.
literally
that were
driving
funding
down the highway.
And you know what was funny? It fucking 70% was you guys. 70% was Americans that were giving donations.
Don't throw us into
And then we got
bullshit.
dicked because of
Don't
that.
blame
How
us.
fucked is that?
Yeah.
It's
We
just
support
And
freedom
then they
over
and
here.
then
We're
they
not
confiscate that
fucking
money.
commies.
Fucking
Yeah,
crazy, bro.
That's
Yeah,
bullshit.
The commies took
Bullshit.
it. They knew it was gonna happen. That's why the commies from over there didn't give any.
Can you
Communist
imagine just
motherfucker.
like imagine calling like the lifeline of your country just a bunch of terrorists? Like Jesus
Yo,
Christ! Like
That's
do you
fucking
not?
insane.
Do you
Imagine
not?
you help someone. Imagine you're
Wild.
helping someone. Imagine you just want to help someone because you're actually a good person and you send $20. They froze not just your crypto, they froze your bank accounts.
The fucking bank
accounts.
account,
Yo,
bro.
you're
For
Bank
$50.
You couldn't move a single cent.
And they're gonna look into you, bro.
Yeah,
Fucking
100%.
nuts.
Hey,
Called you
no
a fucking
there's
terrorist.
no extradition to call fucking clause in Ecuador. Fuck you, fucking Trudeau, you motherfucker.
Yeah, social agreements are important to understand if you're an American. Pro tip.
Yeah, after that with Canada, I would have been looking to leave ASAP.
Mhm.
ASAP, man.
That shit is crazy. Because it's
Wild.
like people over there don't even care to fucking stand up for their rights.
Bro, it
It's
was
crazy.
it was the same thing with the Australians. Like I love them to death,
Mhm.
but they were sitting there like that shit was normal. Like, yo,
Yeah.
you guys are fucking straight up. Like you're going back to your roots of being prisoners, guys, in your own damn country. Like,
Yep,
get the
have fun.
fuck out. Like it was.
Yeah, I don't
Wild.
even know how to. Yeah,
Wow.
I don't get it, bro. I'm hungry though.
But they apparently did something. We just don't know because we didn't see it. They apparently did something.
Oh yeah,
Just
it's
no
gone,
one
bro.
knows.
More time.
In the spaces, we speak to a lot of Australians, and like there's a lot of Australians in the Mexican community.
You know what they did?
From what I've
They
heard, is
fucking
like they
left
did do
Australia,
something
bro.
about it.
Yeah,
The government just shut them up one time. That's it.
What
Fucking
they
crazy.
did is they fucking left because they can't fucking.
What happened to Frost? He's good?
I
don't know. He did.
All right, cool.
I think they rugged him because he was talking shit about Canada.
Oh, there he is. Hey.
It's not for too long.
I said fucking Trudeau and I got rugged.
Yep. We're just saying.
We were just saying that. That's
keyword.
hilarious. Yeah, man. It's beautiful, man. I love this community, man.
Well, I think it's gonna be funner when we can actually start executing stuff in the real world.
Oh yeah.
When it's not just a few of us, right? When we have all our infrastructure laid out and we can just do what we want to do. That's the goal. Because right now we gotta lay down the infrastructure.
Right.
And once that's done, game over.
You know what might not be a popular opinion right now that I'm excited for is when shit starts rolling with PulseChain and everything else, and everything's rolling. We start getting other communities to engage with us the proper way, not battling, but conversation.
Right.
We learn from each other, especially they learn from us and they join us. Imagine what we're able to build, right? Like crypto changing that form is going to be just, that's why I say like Richard Hart is building his own crypto within crypto, right? Like it's fucking amazing. I'm so excited to see that, right? Like
imagine they're coming over with, but like 99% of the shit is just send and receive, right? So they're coming over with their garbage for that yield farming. And they're like, holy crap, it's nice over here. Like they come into your house and you're like, this is
smart.
Yeah, they're like, this is nice. It's like, wait, I don't have to pay $50 to come in. No, man,
Exactly.
no. The cover is 1/1000th of a cent. Oh, all right. Can I stay? Yeah, stay. Kick back, enjoy yourself. Next thing you know, they never leave.
All right, you could go in the refrigerator. Don't worry about it. You sure, bro? You sure? Like, go
Knock
ahead.
yourself out.
Knock yourself out. Enjoy. Relax.
Hey, look, there's a spare room.
I can't wait.
There's a bed. There's a little couch. There's even a TV. Get comfortable, man. You don't even need clothes. There's clothes in there. Don't worry about
Frosty's hosting a pool party later. You're gonna have a good time.
I'm not gonna lie.
Don't worry about it.
I've been
wait,
slacking promoting PulseChain and PulseX recently. It's mostly
Get on it,
because
man.
I feel bad. Like I keep promoting this stuff, and I'm like, we got some imaginary money over here, like come try out testnet, guys.
Because it ain't real.
Oh, it's coming.
You know
It's
what the
coming.
funny thing is? The rest of the space operates inversely, right? They test the product live versus testing it in a testnet environment, which is what they should be doing, so people don't get wrecked.
Oh well, they'll drop beta. Like if this was any other project, beta.
That's what you get for talking shit about the beta, bro.
They baited your ass, bro.
They baited your ass.
It's just funny, bro. It's just gonna be amazing, man. Like what's about to come is gonna be like. I don't think there's anything like I don't care what community, the gaming community, crypto community. I don't care what community it is. I don't think anybody's gonna expect or see what this is about to bring, right? Like that's what's beautiful. I think it's going to be the first ever type of movement and feeling. It's going to be. I'm excited. I literally I get goosebumps like literally talking about it. Like it's going to be fucking awesome, man. And we're ahead of the game, guys. Like we are ahead of the game, right? It's so beautiful, man.
A lot of Hexicans don't realize what they're gonna get themselves into because it's not steak and chill no more, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be steak and chill, and it's gonna be daily bullshit. Like do it. Like every day you could do something. It's gonna be a bunch of constant. What do you mean? I could do more now. It's not just like do it and like you're good now. You wait. No. Now it's like you could do that too, but you could split it up and do this, so you could take it back and compound it, and then it becomes a whole strategy where it's like, okay, you know how to hustle. You really do? Okay. Well,
that's a good comment from Hexgoon.
That shows you if you could do it or not.
And you better steal those hands too, because there's no staking feature with these new coins. Like, you gonna hold for a 10,000x? You're new to this ecosystem. You're gonna hold for that 10,000x? You say you're going to, but wait until those gains start piling up in your wallet.
Absolutely.
It's a whole nother ball game. Like a lot of us would not be here today without that staking feature of Hex. So like learn from us that have been here since day one. Like we will reach those thousands and thousands of X, but like will you hold all the way through? I'm tired of seeing people saying like, I can't wait for PulseChain to launch so I can retire. Like that's not how this shit works.
That's
not how that shit works.
Man. Like a lot of people that's fighting, complaining about PulseChain. 90% of them is they planning to sell their bag right away. That's all they want to do. They really want to sell the bag right away.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead and do it.
But anyone our age that says they're going to
Use that
retire
brain function for me, baby. Go ahead.
They don't understand what it means to be retired at our age. Straight up, someone our age, like I could see, like in the sorry Frosty, but like anyone our age that says I'm gonna retire, you're gonna retire. What the fuck are you gonna do? You're always gonna do something. It's like when you retire at our age, it's like you finally do what you want to do. And what do you want to do? Well, fuck, I want to go here. I want to do this, and it's like it becomes more of you could fulfill your dream, and it's like.
Well, it's not dreaming anymore.
When I hear that, I'm like, bro, when are you gonna retire and do what? Just chill on a beach?
Yo, I think it's our job now as people that are not dreaming anymore. We're living.
Yeah, and I hate that word retirement, right? Because like I was able to do it, but the way I see it is I was able to walk away from a 9 to 5 and do my own thing. I get to focus on me and work extremely hard for myself now. I get to wake up 9 to 5 for myself. To do things for myself, for my family, and grind and learn and do this. Not do a 9 to 5 and only have 2-3 hours to myself to squeeze everything I want. And that no. I get to do this for myself now, and that's what I was free from, and that's what I love. Right, like that's the goal. Right, is to do that. So now it doesn't mean I get to chill and be on a beach all day. No, that's for some people. That's fine. I'm grinding. I love to grind. I want to grind. I want to learn. I want to learn grind and stuff like that. But Frosty's different, right? Frosty made it to that level where everybody wished they could reach from, right? So, on the way.
You know what I mean? Come on, like I started to interrupt, Marco, but like Frosty's doing something so fucking hard to do, and yet he's chilling. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what do people mean by retiring? We're not boomers. Like we're. It's not
like he's like right now, Frosty, for example, right? He reached that stage where a lot of people want to reach, right? But now he's taking it to another level. Now he's talking to governments. Now he wants to change a country. He wants to do those things, right? Or he could have just been chilling, not doing anything in the side, right? That's a choice. He chose to do this side, right? It's great, man. That's what's beautiful about this, right? So
retire from the rat race, bro.
Exactly.
It's boring as fuck. Once you fucking reach the point where you fucking made enough money, where you don't have to do anything else in the world, it's boring as fuck. It is boring as fuck. It's like, okay, you got enough money for my kids and my kids' kids and my kids' kids fucking never have to work a day in their life.
Now what?
Now what? You know what you do? You lobby government. You fucking make change. The things that you actually fucking care about.
Yep.
Personally, in your fucking heart of hearts, you fucking care about. You try to make a change because time is the only true commodity. Dude, I could buy a Ferrari, even though it's 10 times the price. A Roma, a fucking whatever. I could import it to this country, even though it's fucking 5 times the price.
You might as well build your own factory over there.
It's not what's important. It's not what's important. You know what's important? People.
Yeah.
Making a difference to people. When you fucking look in someone else's eyes and you make a difference in their lives, that's what's important. People are the only fucking true important thing. I don't care about cars. I don't care about houses. I don't care about anything else. People and community are the only things that are important. And when you really can make a difference, and I mean a fucking valuable difference in somebody else's life, the day that I leave this fucking earth, and maybe I'm successful, maybe I fail, I don't fucking care. I'm going to try to give it the old fucking college try. Maybe I fail and the community doesn't support me and they all tell me to right the fuck off. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But the day you can look into another human being's eyes and see the gratitude and the thankfulness of them trying to make sense in their lives.
Can't buy that shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Can't buy that shit. No amount of money can buy that fucking shit. And that's what inspires me to get up every single day, fucking unshaved, swim in the ocean, lobby government with my time. This is to make a difference in a community, in a country, Latin America, where they don't have opportunity. And the day that I leave this world, and they can say Frosty made a fucking difference in Latin America, not even to all of them, even to a fractional percentage.
It's something, bro.
That's fucking something. That's and money can't buy that fucking emotional experience. And I don't know how to that and express that other than the only thing that matters in this world is fucking people. I don't care about dollars. I don't care about crypto.
You can't buy their gratitude.
People are important. And that's what I love about the Hex community.
Hell yeah, dude.
We're the social fucking capital. And I will fucking value the social capital.
Amen to that. Amen to that. No lie told.
Yes.
No lie told. Wills, you might be muted if you say anything, just in case.
I was. You're good.
I knew it. I knew it.
Got that telepathy going.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, I know Will's fucking like a brother, bro. Trust me, I know.
Enough.
It's fucking crazy, man.
But you know, this is what's cool, right? Is like what the famous said. I mean, Frosty's doing shit that people dream of doing. Honestly, they're too scared to take a step in that direction.
It's not easy, man.
Not easy. You know, nothing that anybody is doing that takes time is easy. You know, and this is what people. What up, X Deck? And that's what people like. They fail to see that because what we see is just what's on TV.
Yep.
And that ain't real life. You know, there's ups and downs. There's pauses. There's stops. There's spurts. You know, there's pauses again, and you know that's life, up and down. You know, I mean, all the crap I've been doing it for what, 7 months, almost at this point, 6 months. I never thought I'd be doing this shit, but I'm just whipping it up, you know, making it work as it goes along because nobody knows anything. We have to make it up.
Exactly.
That's the shit that people do not get. We are literally the future, period. It stops with us. So it's our responsibility. Nobody else. The Maxis had it for a decade plus, yo. They are so irrelevant. I really want to slap people when I see them trying to get their attention. For what? You need to be out here talking to motherfuckers that are actually trying to use this tech to improve their livelihood. That is who you need to be reaching out to.
Dude, if you look back, Eric Weinstein had an interview with Peter McCormick, and it was the most awful thing ever, right? And they got
he even called him out. Yeah.
They got to this one stage of the interview, and it hit so hard. Eric just asked him, he's like, okay, all you Bitcoiners, you made these millions of X, you're all incredibly wealthy. What do you do now? Peter's so retarded. He's just like, what do you mean? Like, that's it. We got rich. He's like, what do you mean? It's like, no, like, you don't understand. It's like, what do you do? Like, what are you going to do? And he's just like, the question was just every time, just going over his head. And he asked him like 3 times. It's like, bro, what are you going to do in this world? What are you going to change? You guys preach about this changing this broken system and freeing people financially. You guys supposedly have the wealth now. What are you going to do? And he just couldn't see it because like he was speaking to the wrong community, the wrong representative, right? The community that's going to do that, that's going to change this world, it's Hex. It's not Bitcoin. It's not Peter McCormick. It's Richard Hart. It's the Hexican community. It's not the Bitcoiners. We are doing the legacy that Satoshi wanted to start when he first created crypto, essentially.
100%.
That's it.
100%.
Well, honestly, like it's not even about like the 27 mil that Richard Hart did for the cents, right? But what other founder or community or whatever you want to call these people was able to gather a group of people like that and be able to make a donation to that? None.
It wasn't even his money. It wasn't even his money.
Exactly. That's what's beautiful, right? Is everybody contributed to some way somehow. It's like, you know what? I believe in this guy. I believe in this thing. Let's do it as a community, right? Like it's unheard of. When's the last time you see somebody do that shit? Never. That's what's beautiful about that. It has never been done.
Millions, multiple millions, multiple deca millions.
Fucking
Come
incredible,
on, man.
bro.
You don't see that. Not for no charity. Come on,
Never
let's be
been
honest.
Never. And not only that, they're so passionate. Because some communities they might do something similar, and for example, look at what the Sense is doing. They're fucking around with our money, right? And look how passionate the Hex community is that they won't let it go. They're making sure it's being used the proper way. They're doing everything they can to make sure it's done. These are people that's passionate. These are smart individuals. These are not stupid people. Hexagons is a group of people that's fucking brilliant in their own little craft coming together, right? This is what makes us special. This is why we were not going away no matter what. price could go back down to a penny, and we're still not going away, guys. Like it's not. Like it's crazy.
You know, I'm taking out a couple loans and not making the same mistake I made last time if it goes down to a penny. Just saying. But
and you know what blows my mind? This is a comment that blows my mind the most. Ready? And remember this, guys. Right? There's a comment that goes, "Oh, but Richard Hart dies and this and that. What are you guys gonna do? You want me to tell me what we're gonna do? God forbid this gentleman passes away. We're gonna be so passionate what he's done for us that we're gonna go fucking 10 times more harder than we ever been. We're gonna say gratitude to Richard Hart. He's a boy. So you better hope this motherfucker lives forever, because if you hate Hexagons now and this motherfucker passes away, oh man, we're gonna take over faster than ever, bro.
You'll never hear the end of us.
Bro, it's gonna be like, bro, like how big I really do believe it. Like, think about it. We're like how many people? We're like 100,000 people changed. Like, and if it pops, it's gonna be 100,000 people that are gonna like have their lives changed.
I'm telling you, man.
It's not gonna be millions, but
we think we're passionate now, man. We have to, God forbid, something happens to this gentleman, and you see the fire in us, and you see how hard and how grateful we are. Oh, trust me, man. We're changing shit, whether they like it or not.
Community, and that community,
oh man,
bind together as a unity to fucking take over the world, bitches.
Yeah.
You're going to see Frosty about 20 pounds, at least 50 pounds heavier, sitting on a throne, doing live streams every week. Somebody's going to have to fill his spot.
Hey, that's the beauty about this community, man. We all do it.
We're all doing our part, Steak. And you, me, fucking Steak and Apes, fucking Marco, fucking everybody. We're all doing a fucking famous, freaking Motley, Wales. We're all putting our pieces of the puzzle, and we're all moving that wagon forward together, and that's an unstoppable force, and I'm proud to be part of it.
Hell yeah, dude. Amen. That's what's just beautiful, man. Like it's gonna get so fun, guys, and the best part is that people want to make fun of us of one hex chart. Why would we have two, right? And we get to throw it in their face twice, right? Like
all our coins are like top 5.
I know. Remember that tweet that Richard Hart put one time where he's like, you know, I can live in a world where hex, p-hex, and e-hex, right, during that time, because p-x or PulseX wasn't around. He's like, those two will be the top 3 coins in you know, market cap or in people's websites and stuff like that. Like, guys, I really think like we're gonna see both versions of Hex, PulseChain and PulseX, minimum top 6, minimum.
I'm ready for our mysterious incentive coin to dominate. Fuck it.
Yeah. Quick question: have you guys heard any details or any like game theory? I haven't heard any. I've been trying to research as much as I can. I haven't seen anything like a little hints of what he said, what it's going to do.
Very, very elusive on it.
Yeah. You think he's going to do a sacrifice for the wallet?
Wallet? Yeah.
You think he will?
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, here's the big question.
Can I ask you guys crazy questions before?
Yeah.
Why could the incentive coin be Hex?
Where would it come from?
Yeah, who's going to buy it?
The OA, you think?
You think the OA is going to redistribute it?
You think he'll risk it? I don't think he would. Unless he gets a clone and he wants to use one of the sides of the clones to be able to do that, maybe.
All right. So, do you think he's going to do fractional shares of the Enigma Diamond?
Ooh.
Just got to bring it back to NFTs, don't you?
I have to. My job. I'm the only one out here screaming for us.
He said he was going to turn it into an NFT, so why not?
So, I mean, Logan Paul is doing fractional shares right now with Liquid Marketplace. If he does that with the Enigma Diamond, do you think he'll have us buy them, or do you think he'll airdrop them to Hex stakers?
Buy it.
Buy them? All right. With only Hex.
I'd buy that shit.
I mean, I'd buy that shit too. I was just
curious. There you go.
That'd be dope, man. It's just gonna be interesting, man. Like we have so much to be grateful for, so much to be happy for.
I love the fact you dropped that bomb before anybody else did. You dropped that fucking shit.
Diamond NFC.
Oh, good call, brother. Interesting to see how it plays out.
Shout out to Valiant Brand.
Absolutely.
Telling you, look into Liquid Marketplace. He's going to use the same protocol.
Liquid Marketplace, you said?
Yeah, it's the one Logan Paul's promoting right now.
Mm.
Tap, you got a little feedback.
Tap, you sleeping? I think
Probably.
Yeah, he got so high. He's just dreaming about
Just
fucking.
knocked out.
He's dreaming about Hexaco right now. Like, yeah.
Tap, get the fuck in here, motherfucker.
He's dreaming of Hexaco. Wheels is probably muted too. Either one.
We get Wales on his ass. I'm gonna buy fucking Wales. This is live. I'm gonna put that motherfucker on a goddamn plane to come down to Hexador.
Hell yeah, dude. That'll be dope.
And then we're gonna make a fucking Steak and Apes app about that.
Hey, did you ever get that one XRP dude to say he was going to come down there?
Fuck no. Dude, you know how much money I lost in XRP? I've been part of the XRP forever. I've lost so much fucking money. I literally bought XRP like at a fucking $4.70.
Ooh. Oh, you both at the top.
Ooh. I've been eating that crow for a long fucking time. The XRP I've been hanging on to forever, man. I've been eating that shit for a long time. I'm not gonna lie. I fell for that shit fucking hard and hard. I bought all that XRP. I got a huge XRP bag that's so underwater. It's not even.
Well, in the beginning, XRP was phenomenal, man. Right? Like the community was cool in the beginning. What they was planning to do was beginning. A lot of people don't know. Like the what's his name? XLM, the founder of XLM, was the original founder for XRP at one point. Like he was part of it. And when he saw that they wanted to do the whole banking system type of shit, he walked away and he made XLM. So XRP was a coin for the banks, right? And XLM, Interstellar, whatever it's called, was for the people. So he split off to make his own thing over there. And that's when everything went downhill and everything just changed, man. And once I started seeing that, I was like, yeah, I'm out. Like, I'm done,
Well, they signed that contract with freaking American Express, right?
Yeah.
And I got in on part of that shit. And I got a huge bag of XRP. I'm massively under fucking water on, but whatever. That's life, right? You live, you learn.
Yeah, you learn. Hey,
you make mistakes, and that's how you learn and you move forward. But
listen, man, I was you guys know about Verge, right? You ever heard of Verge back then?
Yeah,
Verge.
Like the privacy coin back then. Yeah, I was when I say I was a whale on that shit, I had fucking big ass bag in that shit. That shit broke my heart, man. Like I didn't even want to talk about it no more. Like that shit hurt my heart. I thought that was the future.
I think we're gonna do good with the porn industry, man. I really think.
Yeah.
I really thought they were.
I think so too. When they, I think it was Pornhub, right? One of them picked them up back then, right? Like 2-3 years ago. And yeah, man. Like I thought it was going to be the biggest thing out there, man, because they were doing so well, and then it just fucking collapsed. Like it
would have helped that industry like crazy, man.
Oh yeah,
that was
it was phenomenal coding. It was great. It was beautiful, man. Like what it was doing, it was literally competing with Murano back then. Murano. Like it was competing with them at one point, and then Zcash was competing against, and then it just disappeared, man. It flopped. Like I was like, what the fuck? I had a huge bag of that shit, man. Oh man, that shit just would have had just a few more pennies, Like, it was so good, man.
But you have to go through that experience.
Yeah, you have to, man. Yep,
you have to.
Absolutely.
You have to that experience of fucking buying, fucking failing, learning. You have to go through that whole ups and down experience to fucking get it. Once you fucking hold a bag and you're like, man, I ain't ever getting out of this shit, like XRP, you learn. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not saying that's wrong. And I made mistakes just like everybody else, and we're all gonna make mistakes, just like the newcomers coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, don't be afraid to make mistakes, because I made mistakes, dude. I'm upside down in so much fucking shit. It's not even funny, but that's okay. Just realize it's okay to make mistakes in this world. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. That's part of the learning experience of life.
Absolutely,
that's good. That's
hey, Frosty, the mistakes we all made brought us right here at this moment. So, hey, thank God for those mistakes.
Documented.
Because what if Verge would have exploded at one point, I would have cashed out and all that stuff, I would not be here. I would not. I prefer to be here, right? I prefer this Marco. I prefer this community, right? Like, I'm happy where I'm at. So,
for this
things happen for a reason.
Other community there is.
It's beautiful, man.
That's my opinion.
Hell yeah, dude.
What the fuck do I know?
Wales, you're probably muted. You probably said a whole speech by now.
He fell asleep too.
Remember those days when Wales ate popcorn and like he was eating popcorn just.
I just missed the laptop that sounded like a Harrier taking off.
No, that wasn't a laptop. That was my old CPU.
Desktop, laptop, whatever.
Yeah, you ain't OG if you haven't heard Will snore, sleep, eat popcorn, chew on it, all that shit.
Loud ass fan in his computer. Yeah.
That was the best.
Going in, I don't give a fuck. Still getting that content out there, baby.
Hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is, man. It was beautiful, man. It was like it's a journey, man. Like think about next year, the year after that, the year after that. Like it's gonna get great, guys. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna meet a lot of new faces, a lot of new people, and it's gonna be so good, man. It's gonna be so fun, man. That's what I'm excited for. Like, I'm not worried about the 1,000x, 10,000x, 20,000. I'm not worried about it. Basically, I know some way somehow it's gonna happen, right? I'm excited for what's to come. You know, the community is to come. You know, the people, the relationships, like the connections. That's what I'm excited for, right? That's how we're really gonna change shit. Is doing that. You know, talking about Pornhub right now, but you know, we got a little bit sneak peek. It's gonna be great, guys. You know? Thanks, DJ.
All right, guys. I guess we're gonna call it a night. No more else.
Hell yeah, man.
Else to say? It's been
this was great, man. This was phenomenal.
Good stream.
This was probably the worst damn crypto show that I've ever been on.
It's the title.
Oh, we're setting up one, right? The settings.
Yo, I'm sorry about that. I was so
all your fault.
happy to
Bro,
like.
we all went through that shit, bro. Trust me, I had a little hiccup earlier too, man. It is.
Yeah, I was very happy. I was like, I'm official now. I got a virtual background. I got a mic. Like, I'm coming in here hot.
Right. Bro, you want me to show you how excited I was? Check this out. Look. You see this? Watch. I'm gonna press one button. You see that? I have multiple cameras. I wanted to show off to show you guys.
Gato.
And that shit was just fucking up on me. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm like, it's not working. I was like, what's going on? I was like, oh, fuck it. I'll work on it tomorrow.
No virtual background here. This is fucking real shit, motherfucker.
You know? So, there's like a couple of stuff. Like, you know, I'm working on some projects at home. You know, I have a laser, I have a head press, I have a lot of stuff that I want to for my channel. So, you know, I'm preparing, you know, little by little for like to show things, like how to do things, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm just, you know, working out the twinks. Like all this is self-taught, man. Like nobody told me any of this shit. You know?
That's actually dope, Marco.
What camera are you using right now, Marco?
So right now, this is the Fuji X-T4, right?
Okay.
With a 23 millimeter, I think is a f2 stop, I think.
Is that the same one that Highest Stakes recommended recently?
Not sure. Yeah, I used to do street photography for like years, for the past 2-3 years. So that's why I use, right? And then these cameras that set up, the other ones, I ended up buying 3 Sony ZV-1s, but I can't get the ZV-E10 that's like sold out everywhere. So I was lucky enough to find 3 of these. Like, I don't know how I found it cheap. Got it for $500 each. At one point in the future, this thing's going for like $1,200-1,300. People trying to sell this shit for it. So I was able to get 3 of those right now for the setup and everything. So I will have like a multi-cam setup for like, you know, when I'm making shit, building shit in front of people and all that. So it'll be pretty cool.
How's that shop looking?
So far good, man. Like it's so far it's going good. It looks like it's just about complete, waiting for like one more little thing. And right now all it is just doing the settings, right? Just making sure everything works flawless. Worst thing I could do is just go on stream, start doing shit, and then start fucking up like Tap's connection right now. You know, just
yeah, you know? Tap's way to fuck all that shit up. God damn it, worst crypto show.
You know, so that's the key, right? Because I'm doing all this myself, right? Like I don't know how any of this works. I literally
YouTube, baby.
Yeah, exactly, right? I literally bought everything, learned, and start connecting all these little things here and there and fixing things, and that's it, man. Just learn as I go.
Facts,
you know. So. But it's fun, right? It's fun. It's a journey. I could say I did it. So that's why when Motley recently bought his whole setup, I was excited for him. I'm like, yeah, let's
brand new setup.
When you do this, it's frustrating, but when you get it working, it's like, yes, you know.
Oh, it's so nice, so nice. Love it.
Fucking dope. Yeah, you look phenomenal, bro. You look.
I got my stuff all set up to like Alexa too. So like, if I want to right now, I could just tell her to shut down everything. Walk away, dude. Good to go.
That's the next step for me, you know.
Yeah,
that's dope, man.
Everything's automated.
That's beautiful, man. But yeah, guys, this was fun. It's been a pleasure. I would love to keep on doing this over and over and over. I always learn something new things from you guys, and you guys always make me feel good. So thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Marco. Thanks for coming on, Motley, Wales, Frosty, Steak and Apes. Thank you guys, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for sleeping, Tap.
Yep, Tap. We'll catch you when you wake up, bro.
We're gonna all leaving. So gonna be streaming.
Just leave it on with Tap. Just sitting there.
Oh, so funny.
He had that neck pillow. That's what did him.
I know, right?
That's
what got him. He's just
same bed.
That's funny, bro. All right, gentlemen. Have a great night. Guys. This was great, man. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow, if anything.
Probably. Peace out, everyone.
Good night. Fitness, guys. Fitness. Make sure you're doing the fitness, guys.
Fitness challenge.
Crypto Fitness Challenge. Hexmers.com. Wales only.
Little by little. You know, I'm getting it little by little. You know?
I'm still bulking, so I'll wait.
All right, guys. Have a great night. Love you guys.
Love you guys too.
Outro. Peace.
What are you, some sort of Mexican?